Good morning, Jesse. How are you? How are you this morning? I'll send you an invite. See if you want to say GM back. You doing good on a Sunday?
Yeah, yeah, can't complain.
So how's the post change world?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You're you're playing over there, right? You
No,
doing stuff?
not yet.
No?
Not yet.
What?
I was able just about a little bit of peace and that's about it.
Oh my God, you're not even minting pizza?
No, broke.
Wow.
uh,
Yeah, you're trying to move and stuff. Yeah, that's
so
right.
I'm really trying to uh for my bags to make a move so I can start moving, because I really like put all my money into everything I have, right? And it was a bad timing, because my business was like not doing anything. So eventually, though, I would love to go there and explore, you know, uh, play around. I don't think the bull run is full here, right? So we have time. It's just the beginning, and
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's maybe you don't have time. I
yeah,
mean,
maybe not.
yeah. It's like seems to started the bull run. I don't know. I think it's important for people to get their positions right now
Yeah.
because yeah.
For me though, for me, what I'm thinking is just like to trade, like in and out. I really like when I saw Hex in the battle. I wanted to buy it so bad because I own Hex in the past. Not a big bag, but I was holding some, and I just didn't have no money for it. And it's kind of tough to like trade you send back or like and when it's not liquidity and you cannot sell it for much, it's kind of get stuck. It'll be fun, but I love still, to go there and maybe like just to quick trade, and stuff. um
Yeah, well, I can. Can I send you some polls? I'll send you a million polls, and you can either hold it or make some Zen mints or do whatever you want with it. But
I was able to buy a little bit for my gas. Let me see how much I got. I see the first person that sent me some was kid. He sent me a little bit, so I
yeah,
was able to man like I don't know how, and the gas was super crazy. Then I was not able to mean like nothing. Like uh, I can remember how much he
right.
sent me, but probably right now probably have like 17 one let me see 17 18,000 balls, which is
Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, it usually makes one Zen FT, or it's enough for a bunch of trades. Yeah,
okay. That's what I have. I'm now keeping it for gas money, for to claim I got like 5 6 NFTs, and
yeah.
I was able to send some polls from Kanga Exchange. But it took like 24 hours for me to get it.
Damn.
I thought it was lost, you know, because I sent some sand. I sent like 100 million sand, and sell it and exchange it for a pulse. And man, it took literally like 24 hours. and I thought it was lost, but now I got it, and then I bought maybe like couple billions of PCN with it, or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But yeah, I did a little something there, uh, but yeah, cool. Yeah, can't wait. I really wish I could uh, have some fiat to invest some on down on the deep, for hex and balls and all that.
Yeah.
I know it's a big one. I know you guys are gonna do great.
Well, I like I said, I have a lot of polls. I'd like to share some with you if you want to accept it.
Yeah, definitely.
It you can just like I said, it I think it's got great potential, for to do 100x this bull run. So if you just hold it, that's like enough. But of course, you need gas or whatever. Like I said, you're good at trading, so maybe you can increase that amount that I send you too.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Definitely, I will take it. And I appreciate you. And no hate. I'm not believing in the hate. The whole thing with like Cleo and shit. I'm just trying to stay out of it. But like,
oh yeah,
it goes the same way towards another network and another community, right? Like we're all here to make fucking money, right? So uh, if if I play in Pulse, if I play in Solana, if I play, for me it's the same thing, and it's great to meet great people like you guys, right? Like CC and other people, and it's not a reason to
yeah,
fucking hate, right? Like fuck that shit.
yeah. Well, you're a nice guy. I can see the inner beauty. I never see any hate from you, so you're a kind
I
soul.
tried.
I can,
Sometimes I get angry, when someone's just like gets me, but it's really rare. I mean, just you know,
yeah. Well, send me a wallet address, and I'll send you some posts.
definitely I will. I will send you a DM and thank you again. And but yeah, I was just this morning, looking for spaces, and there was not one open, so I try to open this one and just to say hello and smoke a J and look at the charts and stuff. You know, uh, I saw that Avalanche, DXN on Avalanche was pumping this morning, or like someone buy a big order or something. I don't know.
Really? I didn't see that. Let me look. Avalanche.
It's like
Avalanche DXN?
DXN, yeah, it's up to 5 cents.
I don't see a pump. Oh, you're looking at the US dollar. Um,
Oh, that okay.
why isn't it showing for me? Yeah, if you switch it over to the price.
So
Yeah, I don't see a pump. I don't
really,
know.
I was so excited because
It's
let's
like,
see.
wait, oh, it says 3,000%, but it's not. What the hell? You know what? Someone keeps adding and removing liquidity, and so it does crazy things. Let me expand it. I've been watching it. It's like, what in the world's going on with that chart?
Yeah, this the all the way in the top. It's 3,000 some percent.
I see that, man. 3,000, but it doesn't look like that. Like on the chart, it doesn't look like 3,000%.
No,
Like
no, you're right. The other ones they only say.
it's weird.
So maybe which one do you think is the correct one? Like the other ones they only have like $43 liquidity, 14, 23 and shit.
Um,
Because we traded with E, right? So
Let me put some numbers in the swap. I kind of trade the DXN and
right,
AVAX.
right, right, right. That's the one I think I'm you know trading with or buying from Uniswap.
Mm, yeah, sometimes I always check the price between Uniswap and Trader Joe.
Used to use Trader Joe or Avalanche or both. I mean Avalanche, Uniswap.
I use
Yeah.
both. I first I see sometimes there's liquidity one place and not the other. It's kind of weird.
Oh, cool.
So let's see.
Heads, welcome. Good morning, brother.
What up, Cryptodude?
Can you hear me, Heads?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, bro?
Very low. Very
Can you
low.
hear
I
me
don't know,
now?
maybe. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now, bro?
A little more.
Yeah, let me try drop down and come
That's
back.
good now.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How about you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just come and check in with you. Seeing you hosting the space. I was like, yeah, let me check Cryptodude space. How you been, bro?
Same bros forever, motherfucker. Um, I'm good, bro. I mean, I'm here, you know, smoking a J, talking to Hexy, we're looking at we're trying to find the right chart for ADXN Avalanche. Because,
Oh, got you.
yeah. We're just hanging out. I just opened it not too long ago, so we just get it started, bro. What's up with you? What you up to?
All good, bro. Just trying to keep up with you guys, see what's been going on in these spaces and stuff. Just been in the shadows, listening to some of these spaces in the background and etc. Just trying to keep up.
Yeah, bro. It's it's been some interesting spaces, Well, you know how it is. And
Yep, yep.
yeah, like how we started the space, like with the hate thing, you know, uh, that applies to other communities, right? Like I think we all here for the same thing to make money. Some of us for the tech too, because we love tech. We fucking OGs. But like no hate against other communities, other networks like Pulse, Cardano, Solana, Shiba Inu, right? I think like we should promote that too. Um, just saying, right? Like uh, we all humans. We all here. We all doing whatever we're doing here in the crypto space to make money, and we should all respect each other, right? And love each other because
Yeah, absolutely.
we fucking humans.
Yeah, we gotta work on that. We gotta work on that. Absolutely, 100%, bro. Like I seen some things in the community that I was just like, yeah, that's a bit fucked up. Not on the same old names, etc. One of them was in the room just not long ago, but they've left.
Yeah,
But it's just like I'm done with that now. Like I'm just like I'm sure most of us in this room we're tired of certain things. Like we're done with that. So me personally, I'm just happy that people are now like finally actually like doing their own thing, and that's what I'm seeing happen in the community, which is very positive. And some people like that was quiet are also having their own stuff going on now, and I'm really happy for that. Like because like I feel like that's what we need as a community, places where we can all come freely or create our own spaces that we can speak freely and have the right people in the room and whatever. And if you got bullshit people trying to come up, they don't get a chance to come up because you got the right people running the thing. And maybe that person might be the right person for another space. Go to another space where you can do your shenanigans and they're gonna tolerate that type of stuff. So I feel like thanks to you, Crypto Dude, Thane, Daily Thoth. We've got a lot of even Body Sand. There's a lot of people doing things for the community in terms of spaces and stuff like that. But I'm just like, yo, shout outs to you guys for real, because you give these platforms even when you got your own shit going on in life, So yeah, I just want to say, please shout outs to you, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You're cooking right now, and your YouTube channel as well, bro.
Bro, thank you, brother. We all trying to do our best, like we all got the good heart, right, to preach, right? Because we in love with this, and hopefully we can make this, our living, and um, be able to share with other people. It's tough to share though, But when you find someone, like the other day, I found my channel, someone pop up from South Korea, right? And and this
Hey,
motherfucker was
my
using.
boy gone
I,
global.
I know, right? This
My
motherfucker was.
boy gone global.
This guy was using translator, Google Translator. You know, that's what he says. I don't know if it's true or not, right? But so we was just talking, me and him, and my chart is going, just playing music and shit. And I was, I was really high, so I was in a talkative mood, and I just start typing, I said, tell me more about Zen. What's Zen? Because I want to put 20K, and so I just, no financial advice, blah 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 blah. What Zen stands for, what was created, how many exchanges for free, listed for free, all this bullshit, right? And then, you have to be burned, so all the protocols of building on top of it, now we got division. He's like, hold on, motherfucker. Like you going too fucking,
He going too fast.
yeah. I need to study. I need to do research. I'm like, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm like, I will send you some things, I'll put some things on the chat that will get you started, right? So I send him I put in the chat that the light paper, that fucking Send Network, fucking uh, Send Turbo, Send Pop. I'm like, just go through some of these. I'm like, it's gonna be a little bit hard to understand, but if you are OG, you get it. 9 plus is a lot of fucking information on YouTube, right? Man, the guy was happy, right? Like, yep, I have a lot of stuff to do. I love to do these. I love to do it the right way. Thank you for your channel. Subscribe. Boom, motherfucker. I'm like, yeah. You know, like I'm not there for the subscribers, right? And stuff. I love to do it. It's kind of like a
Bro, let me just stop you there. Do you know what's beautiful about that? The fact that you're communicating with this guy, and this guy's using Google Translator. You have the patience to do that, and then the fact that you put all the energy to teach him the right way about Zen. Not, yeah, FOMO in. Come on, just go in. Here's where you buy it.
no,
Teaching him what Zen is, etc. And that's just one person, and then you got a subscription out of that, and you're happy with that. Like, to me, that just shows me the kind of character of who you are, bro. That's why we support you, for real, for real. And I just hope other people in the community can see what you're doing, or at least what you're trying to do, and just support you. It doesn't take much. Just hit that subscribe.
it's just you know, we know how it feels to get wrecked. I don't want no one to feel what I feel in the past, right? Especially Terra Luna, when Terra Luna crashed, I lost all my money. And so, that's what we're trying to do. Just fucking, not financial advice, but just like, oh, do whatever you want, but I did this and this shit didn't work, right? Like, learn from my mistakes, Like, and we all like think, like, if I wish I was you when I started my crypto experience, right? Because some of us, no one was there to help us, right? So these lucky people that they're kind of rich to us, or the lucky they fucking be here somehow, whatever. They really are lucky because we good people, man. Like we're not trying to fuck no one over, you know. We want all to make. everyone to make money and to gain financial freedom, right? And we want to do it the right way. That's why we're here, right? First principles and stuff. Let's fucking go, right? Shit. But yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to everyone in the house as well, man. Got a lot of people in the house, bro. You might want to get some people up to speak as well.
See if you can fix your mic. It's still low a little bit. I want to be able to listen to you good, bro. Okay. Tank is a good dude. Anyways,
Yeah,
sorry, Hexy.
couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear him very well. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Waiting for the chart and stuff.
Oh no, no, I'm not. No, yeah. But there's for ADXN, there's more liquidity on Trader Joe, and I mean that's where you got to go, I guess, to trade today at least. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's confusing with the charge. It's yeah, like sometimes you just looking on there,
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Back to Senghaz. What's up, Senghaz?
Yeah, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you better, bro.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. But yeah, I don't know if you guys even heard what I was saying earlier, but fuck it. I was just saying shout outs to everybody in the room as well. Try get as much people up on the air as we can and just have a good old conversation.
Definitely. Just to all of you, you're welcome to come and talk your shit. This is a free speech room. Like we are free to fucking say whatever we want and stuff, but in a good way, right? Joking around and shit. Like some people take that on the wrong, like side of things, right? I'm free to do, yeah, but not in my room, not in our room, not in our space, right? Uh,
Yeah, facts, bro.
that,
We done all that shit.
that you saw.
Coming here with disrespect, you're done, including myself, including
Mhm.
anybody. Like you're just done. I just get out. You can come back and regroup another time, but we're not tolerating bullshit. No more. Come on.
Yeah, and if I ever say something, like that, hateful or whatever, I'm sorry in front of everyone here. Forgive me. I move on. I forgive myself. Let's fucking go, right? But like you saw, did you saw numbers? A tweet, Shanghai.
Oh yeah, under Body Sans post, I seen something under Body Sans post where he brought to light some other community member talking disrespectful that's been doing that. He was just in the space, etc. But you know what I mean? I'm just done with people, bro. Like I'm just done with the bullshit. Let's just focus on the people that really wanna push the Zen thing forward and are really here for the right reasons. And just ignore everybody else. It's that simple. It's not even complicated.
Yeah, it really sucks if you see numbers to it. Uh,
What did it say?
you know,
Is it the one where he's not making videos or something like that?
not making no more videos, not coming to their spaces.
Oh yeah, that was on the Body Sans post. That's the one I was on about.
Okay, okay,
I
cool.
seen that
So
one.
that's
Yeah.
the one. I mean, like, it, numbers.
And it wasn't just numbers as well,
No,
Crypto Dude,
I
right?
know,
Because he was a gang of people.
everyone, we are brothers and sisters here, right? In the community. Some of us are really, really fucking close, right? Like me and you, same heads,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
So like, uh, with numbers, same way. We were really fucking close. We were about to start a fucking space for TA only. He invited me to do that. Let's do this group to do. Where you think and shit. And just out of nowhere, numbers. What the fuck, Not more, And just to find out about it today is like, it really sucks. Like I don't I don't want to take sides. I don't want to say that I love numbers or I love the other person like that. But like I'm like I believe in integrity and I believe in what is right, and I always going to choose what is right. It doesn't matter. It's like the other day with my wallet, right? Did I tell you about the wallet that I found 10 hits?
No, what happened?
Bro, I'm so broke, right? And I don't care saying that. I don't try to feel beautiful, look or seem pitiful, right?
Let it out. Let it out.
So going to work, I take a break, lunchtime, and I find a small wallet in the floor, right? At the store that I stopped. 1,200
Yep.
bucks, $1,200 liquid and that wallet, bro. And some credit.
Oh, you found a wallet with 1,200 bucks?
Yeah, right.
Yo, that was mine. I dropped it there. I dropped it there. That's mine.
Yeah, I was looking for that, bro. Like, what the?
So what did you call that? A blessing or just
Blessing, son. 100%. That's a blessing.
so I pick it up, right? Open it up, see all the money, and there was like 4 credit cards and a driver's license, right? And I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, I need the money so bad, right? So fucking bad. I put that thing in my pocket for like 5 seconds, and that thing was like kind of like on fire because I cannot keep it there. I'm like, no, no, no. I was talking to myself. Fuck no. I'm like, karma's a bitch, motherfucker. I'm like, get rid of this thing. I'm like, go see the manager. So I went to the manager. I'm like, dude, I found a wallet here at your store, and I want you to do the right thing and give it back to the people that it belongs to, right? I'm like, it's in your hand, bitch. I just give it to him, bro, because like, right, you have to be, you know, and even when it's like the worst, because I really need that money, but like it's
Wow.
it's just it took some fucking courage to
Man, I was waiting for you to say, man, and I bought some Zen.
yeah, send me your wallet, motherfucker. I'm gonna bless you, right?
Nah, shout outs to Crypto Dude for that, bro. Shout outs to you. Not many would do that. I guarantee you that, bro.
Yeah, sometimes, delaying
Man,
stuff like that, you may be not getting the profits in the short term, but who knows? Maybe the blessings come down to your kids in the future, or maybe you. So, yeah, it's
exactly,
definitely a
Man,
blessing and a test. And
hell
I'm
exactly.
not
yeah.
religious at all.
You
And you
don't,
could have been on camera as well. That could have been a test for real, for real. Your employers trying to test you and shit.
yeah,
Let's see what he does with this.
bro. I was just thinking about the guy that lost his wallet, right? Like, fuck, he was probably going crazy, right? The fuck, what deal with that? And you
Yeah,
know,
you never know the situation. That $1,200 could have been being used to pay his wife's chemotherapy or some shit. So,
yeah,
you never know.
that's what I'm saying. Just put it as simple that whatever happens, that shit that happens to me the
Nah,
other
that
day,
was dope, bro. You done the right thing, my bro. Shout outs to you for that. That
just
was
to
dope.
always go for what is right, right? Like in this case, I choose what is right, justice. Like eh, the people they don't deserve, not to be able to fucking enjoy that space, just because of this, it's just not healthy. I'm glad is got brought out, right? So we
Um,
can, yeah,
yeah, that's dope, bro. Over here in the UK, we call it finders keepers, so it's a bit different, right, General? In the UK,
yeah,
it's called finders keepers. So that like the way UK is over here, like Crypto Mom knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, yo, we got Jesse's hand up as well. Shout out to Jesse. Jesse's had his hand up for a
founder,
while. Shout out to Suge Knight of Zen of your PFP.
I,
founder,
I was
founder skipper
I
of
was
my
barely gonna
ass.
say that. Hello, I'm the Mexican Suge Knight.
Let's go. Zen Suge in the house. Zen Row.
That shit was
He's wearing
hilarious,
a
bro. When you posted that in the comment, I was like, this guy. I never heard that one, Suge Knight. And I'm like, hey, I like that one.
Yeah, it was just that one picture. Maybe not all your pictures and shit, but it was just that one. Just that one. I was like, this motherfucker look like Suge.
Yeah, they have told me like that, man. You look mean, bro. Like I ain't fucking with your ass.
Jesse's
How
wearing
you
a
been, Jesse? How's everything? How's the family?
Good, bro. Can you guys hear me good?
yeah, you're
Yes,
wearing
sir.
a cartel mask, bro.
No comment.
You better
Nah,
watch out for fucking Jesse, all right?
I'm just fucking with you. It was cold that day, bro, and I had that face mask, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just put it on. Cause yeah, it was cold. Let's just leave it like that.
Yeah, don't fuck with Jesse. He's part of the Zen security team. Him and Tad Abe they got ties.
Yeah, but now how you guys doing though?
When's Zen
Cause
security project, sir?
I just want to say good morning to everybody. God bless. I'm not I'm not a killer. I'm a regular person. I was just called that
He's a
day.
serial killer.
No.
He kills a serial in the morning.
Yeah, he's the one who got Biggie.
Oh shit. Run. And I just nah, but I was listening to you guys and that's crazy, man. Like how Cryptodude was saying that he found a wallet, right? And he did the right thing, bro. A lot of people don't do that, man. People just keep it and they're like, fuck that. And I'm
Wax, zero
yeah,
conscious.
you lost it, shit. It's mine now. But yeah, it takes a lot, bro, to do that. And I just want to say, props to that, man. I respect that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, yo, Crypto dude, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you was getting your flowers right there,
No,
man.
no,
You
I
bro.
heard. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry. Yeah,
Nah,
okay.
ya se acabó, güey. Yeah. Nah, just like, nah, I was just telling everybody that I give you props, bro, for returning the wallet, with the money and stuff. Cause that's the biggest fear of mine, bro, losing my wallet, my debit card, my cash. And
Yup.
Right.
I'm really paranoid, bro. Like when I leave a place, I'm always looking for double checking my fucking wallet. Like if I have my debit card, I have my cash, because I don't want to go through all that shit. I've been through that already, and I don't want to pass through that again.
But yo, Jesse, you use cash also? You don't have like tap to pay on your phone, so you could put like a debit card on like Samsung Pay or Apple Pay?
I do, buddy. I actually do, and I prefer Apple Pay everywhere I go nowadays because I keep noticing, because I'm always on social media on my free time. And I noticed that a lot of people are doing fraud with the cards, with debit cards, credit cards. So I'm really paranoid, right? So everywhere I go, man, I ask. That's the first thing I ask. Hey, you guys got Apple Pay? And boom, yeah, okay, sure, we're good. And I just because I haven't set it up on my phone or I just have my card, and it's more easier for me, because I used to love having cash on me a lot before, but nowadays, like people are doing bad, man, right here in California, so they're robbing people whenever they can, So if you have cash, you're an easy target, right? So I'm like, yeah, nah, I'd rather just, pay with my debit card nowadays or Google Pay or Apple Pay. I mean,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I almost never have cash in my wallet. Like, I might have $5 for the whole year in my wallet with cash. So sometimes when I'm digging through like my old clothes, like my winter clothes, and I find $20 in my pants pocket, I'm like, oh shit, I'm rich because I never, ever, ever have cash anymore.
Oh, damn, guys. I can't believe that. If I don't have cash in my wallet, I will die in bed and I will not go out. It's I don't know. It's just that feel, right? Like I have to have cash.
Well, you have to ask the strip club to take crypto, take some Zen, those strip clubs.
Yeah, but shit. I don't know. How about the power average? And you're gonna pay with fucking, you know, I don't know. It's just I don't know if I ever gonna be able to fucking move from, you know, carrying cash.
No, that is
Maybe
true though, bro. Like I thought about that. Sorry to cut in, but I thought about that,
no,
right?
go ahead.
About that. But I'm all like, if you have cash, at least try to keep it in your house, bro, or something. I don't know how it is where you at, but right here, like I'm close to Los Angeles. You know, and Los Angeles has a bad reputation with a lot of people, man. Fucking a lot of drug addicts, a lot of people trying to come up on people, and like I was
Yeah.
saying right now, it's getting bad, bro. It's getting worse with this fucking inflation. Everything's getting so expensive. People are doing some stupid ass shit. Like last time I was watching the news and it came up that some like 4 or 5 guys robbed this one man, walking his dog just to steal his dog because it cost like $5,000. I was like, fuck, you can't even walk your dog. You're gonna rob. You're gonna get robbed.
They probably needed it to sell it for crypto, you know. They probably falling there about, you know, sell your dog, sell your brother, your mom, your dog and shit. You kick me. They got probably grab the dog, you know. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm
you
getting
guys
left
seen the
behind. Like I need to get in the fucking train, right?
stay away. I don't know if you guys seen the news. It was right here too, in California, where on the freeway, bro, they fucking hit this one car. They were chasing them and they hit him or whatever, ran him up the road, and they straight gunpoints. They were jacking him, bro. Like this, they were stealing his stuff. I don't know what he had in the car, but yeah, it's getting bad, bro. Everywhere, I'm assuming, but right here, that's why I'm paranoid. Like, fuck that, I ain't carrying cash because you're an easy target, you know. But I thought about that. Like, if everything goes down, like, fuck, we're gonna need cash. We're gonna need, gold, silver, anything you could trade, to buy food or whatever.
Yeah, I think I saw that in the news too. It was like two vehicles, right? Like one like minivan, like run that car over, and then there was like another car waiting to pick up those guys on the freeway.
Yeah, man, they had the guy on his knees, at gunpoint, and I felt bad for the guy. I was like, oh, that's some serious shit, man. Like that, like some Mexican stuff. Like, I was like, oh hell no, it's getting bad over here too.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up though because yeah, I saw that in the news and like the whole like I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in New York, and like the whole not to get into like law and policies and shit like that, but it's almost as if like the government, the city state is encouraging criminal activities. They're not keeping folks who do like shitty stuff in jail. Like if you rob someone at gunpoint, you go in jail, you get like a fucking desk ticket, whatever it's called, and you get released the next day. It's like they're allowed to steal stuff. I'm not sure how it is in California, but they're allowed to steal stuff up to, I think it's $900, and you basically get away scotch free with it. It's like really, really fucked up how the policies are encouraging this shit.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing right here in California, man. We keep noticing that. Me and my wife, we keep talking about it because she likes to being on TikTok and all this shit, social media, and we keep sharing videos about people the snatch and grab, no, they call it, and a bunch of people just they go inside the store and just snatch whatever they can and run away with it, but security guards and all these people don't interfere because they don't they don't want to get in trouble or beat up or whatever, and the employers encourage them like, nah, let them go, man, let them go, like it's fine. And yeah, they get a slap in the hand, bro, and they just get away with stuff, whatever they're wrong. And I think that's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. It's just I don't know what's going on with this world.
Yeah, it's like the whole world is just going backwards. It's really, really messed up. It's almost as if they're encouraging and then these criminals are getting emboldened to do whatever they want, and it makes me wonder like why am I working when I could just walk into a store and steal my food every fucking day. It's crazy how you're not encouraged to do the right thing. It's almost as if, yeah, you could do the right thing, but you look like a fucking moron. Or you could just go and get like 10 of your friends, run into like a Macy's and steal a fucking ton of handbags and go and sell them in the street, and you don't get arrested. It's crazy how things are accepted, and society as a whole, for the most part, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's okay, let them do it. They're having a hard time in life. But encouraging these things are not going to solve anything.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And it's funny because everybody knows me that I was doing bad because my hand, and I was getting, I was feeling tight when my savings were draining, and a lot of stupid shit crossed through my mind because formula ain't cheap, diapers ain't cheap. I got my wife working or whatever, but it's just it takes a toll on her, all the bills and everything. But I can't pass it. I was like, fuck that. I ain't gonna do nothing stupid. I'm not gonna sell nothing stupid. I'm not gonna do nothing dumb, right? I'm just gonna honestly, bro. Like, I'm a religious man. I don't might not look like it, but I believe in God, and I just kept praying, bro. I kept praying, and man, bro, it's like I got blessed, man. I thank God. I'm doing good right now. Everything's back on track, and I can support my family, and yeah, I just feel happy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I even thought about selling my sandbags, and I was like, nah, fuck that. It's my precious, it's my precious sand, man. I ain't gonna sell nothing. And yeah, I just kept it, and I kept going. I didn't sell nothing, and I'm still here with you guys, holding, man, and just waiting for this bull run and see where it goes, man.
Don't sell your sand. Instead,
Yes.
sell your kidney.
Oh
But
man,
don't,
nah.
but don't sell.
Stay away. Nah, I'm okay. Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I was going through a lot of hard times. You feel me? And I thought about it. I was like, fuck, my mints that were coming out, and yeah, my bag of sand, because I like more my ETH sand, because I know it costs more. So that's why I was like, fuck, should I sell it? Should I not? I like, fuck that, man. It took me a long time for the mints and all this just to, sell it just like that. Like, now I'm gonna write it out, and thank God I did, bro, because I'm doing better now. I got my little money came in, and we're good, man.
I feel like, yeah, right. Like it is always going to be with the one with the best value, but like everything's so down that I feel like it's anybody's game by now. At this point, like whoever brings the best fucking worst case for any of their saints protocols, because you never know, right? Like Avalanche can fucking use fucking ASIN for something, or something else, maybe Amazon, because we need to think about, pure fucking crypto, right? We created, right? I say we created because we mined this shit, right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't sell your shit because we have the purest crypto in the world right now. Doesn't matter what people say, and it's fat, you know. So yeah, we found the golden goose. I still feel like, right, and when it goes again with in the beginning, right, like to go to other networks and stuff, that's good too, you know. Other projects are
Man,
gonna
you
do
got me
well.
going crazy on EFOW, bro. You got me going crazy
Gee.
on EFOW.
Hey, how much is it over there? Sorry to cut you guys off, but I've been interested in ePower, but I haven't done it yet.
EFOW,
bro, bro,
gem.
bro. All right, let's start dropping alpha. It's time for the alpha. Uh, saying heads, go ahead with eat proof of work. Why do you like it? How do you fall in love with
Why I
it? I
like
mean,
it?
shit, talk your shit.
Why I like it? My financial advisor, Cryptodude, told me, yo, you need to look into this. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah. I was like, no. Nah, I'm playing, guys. Like literally, ETH power to me is like my hedge against ETH proof of stake. Like literally that alone to me in the long haul, it might work out, it might not. So and it's cheap, it's cheerful. And lately the gas has been spiking as well in there, but it's still very, very cheap compared to everything else. But there's a lot about ETH power that I feel like it's underdeveloped. There's a lot of room for growth in terms of like development on ETH power. Like there's a lot like and they've got the miners as well, and they've got Asian community. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on, but they also have also a lot of negative shit, just like any other blockchain, and they've got a lot of pullbacks and whatever. Like like a ghost chain kind of thing. So you'd say to flood it, right? But like at the same time, I feel like Zen has actually brought life to Eve Pal, and their community is like they don't even understand Eve Pal yet. I mean, they don't even understand VV Zen yet. They don't even understand DB Zen yet. So I just feel like once these people really get accustomed to what Zen is doing, and it's gonna take Zen on ETH on proof of stake, right, to really show like levels, because I feel like that's the OG Zen, that's the first Zen. Even though I don't hold much of it, but let's be real, that's the OG Zen. So once that goes crazy, I feel like the other networks gonna follow suit, which has happened time after time after time. But just like I just feel like at that time, Eve Power is gonna have some significant play. That's my opinion, not financial advice. But I just feel like because it's been so slept on, and I've seen it in the last 2 months, like 1 billion ain't as cheap as it was them times. And yeah, it's gaining value in its own community, and it seems to have a niche community in Zen. Like only a few people really fucking with PayPal, and it's normally really technical people and people that are really on decentralization and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it would be really interesting to see how it plays out.
And to add on to what Zenas was just saying, like whether this is your first bull run, or maybe you've been in it but you've never really been tracking this, there's kind of like an open hidden secret with regards to crypto and liquidity. So I'm pretty sure you guys know, like when the bull run goes, Bitcoin gets all the money, and then when Bitcoin peaks at the peak of the bull run, then like the altcoins begin to get that liquidity going into it. So like, fuck, I really wish I had like a whiteboard here, but like in those wedding ceremonies or photos that you might see, you see like this tall pyramid of like champagne glasses. There's one champagne glass on top, and the person pouring champagne to fill up the rest of the bottom. So
Yeah,
imagine the top champagne glasses eats. So when you're filling up the champagne glass on top with eats, when that fills over, champagne is going to begin to spill over into like
that
the
is dope. That
yeah
is dope.
into the other altcoins like eats.
That
Then
is
it
a
goes on to
dope
like the
analogy.
yeah. So like whether you have conviction in the small chains or not, after Bitcoin, after ETH, those smaller chains are going to get some love as well because liquidity providers will want to go where the money is going to be next. And they slowly begin to go from like Bitcoin to ETH to like maybe top 50 to top 100 cryptos, and then top 100 to like 150 cryptos, and just keep flowing down. So like these smaller chains that we have here, don't sleep on them, because it may not be this bull run, or maybe it will be this bull run, but more times than not, liquidity is going to flow into the end. Us having these bags and those smaller chains, we will get some love as well. So just don't sleep on the smaller
Understand?
chain.
I love the way you put that analogy, bro. That analogy is beautiful, bro. That is dope shit. Like that is sick. I've never ever thought of it like that, but that was you just make it so simple. Like that was sick. And we got BTC Gold's hand up as well. We got numbers in the house. We got a lot of people in the house. Crypto Moms, Hexy, Pablo, My Tony, Zen Ada, KS. What's up, Clay Zen Bentley. What's up, bro? David, Joe, we got a lot of motherfuckers. Zen Eve W. Just speaking on, we're just speaking about Zen Eve. Josh, what's up, bro? It's a lot of people in here. I could keep going, but you guys feel free to come up. BTC Go, what's up, bro? How's your vacation?
I'd like to say thank you, everybody, for having a civilized and normal space. Be Zenian, and thank you. But here's my chance to shill. I got a big bag of base, and base is undervalued, and AVAX Zen is way undervalued. But just remember, all roads lead to ETH Zen.
100%.
Let's
Don't sleep on
go.
base.
Let's
Because
go.
the thing with Coinbase is like the base chain of Coinbase, which is, pretty much the leading crypto exchange in the US. That Coinbase has been, got the blessing from the SEC. BlackRock signed off on them. ARK Investments with Cassie Wood signed off on them. So we know institutionalized money will be flowing through Base. It's just a matter of time, until Base really blows up. But yeah, Base is a good play, 100%.
I even got into bass a little bit.
I would like to encourage everyone to play some Run DMC, turn up some bass, and do your funky dance and say bass to the moon. And yes, I am sober. Yeah. Life is good, guys. Yesterday, life sucked. I heard this talks. But yeah, this is Zen. Let's be Zenians. If it's 24 hours, and then maybe in a couple months, we can all be Zenians for 2 days in a row. But hey,
But for now, you gonna no. But for now, you're gonna be a bass head, right? BTC going coming
yeah,
here shilling this bass stuff.
yeah, sure, why not?
You've turned into a bass whore. Now you used to say burn
Oh,
whores. You're a
no,
bass.
Zen heads, I can't offend the women anymore. That name is retired, so now it's we'll call it burn hoe.
Okay. We're rebranding right now. Rebrand.
Remember to
Man,
wrap it up.
I love BTC Gold, man. That's my big brother right there, man. Shout outs to you, man.
And also, there's some vets in here. I'd like to give a shout out to the people that have served. Thank you for your service and protecting us. So yeah, life is good, guys. We're turning around, and let's keep the momentum going. And yeah, have some drinks today. Enjoy the weather. Take an afternoon nap and enjoy.
Good morning, BTC Gold. How you doing?
Oh, hey Jesse.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How's your hand?
A little bit better, bro. I've been going to therapy. I actually got to go back tomorrow. But yeah, thank God everything's working out, and I'm doing good, bro. Thank you very much for asking. But my question was, have you got your haircut already with Rome?
No,
Good
that's
question.
next week. But due to this troll making some false remarks, I told Rome we are not doing any Twitter spaces next week when my wife and I visit him.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But I know what you mean because I jump in and out from spaces, and that's why I haven't really joined or talked because there's a lot of jackasses out here just talking some stupid shit and about racism
Facts.
and this and that. And I'm all like, man, fuck this shit, bro. Like, Sen is not about that, Like,
But yeah,
Facts.
we're looking forward and meeting Rome. Frosty could join us. And we're talking about CPU, GPU, the nerd shit. And then he's going to give me a razor shave. Hopefully he doesn't cut my throat and take my billions of Zen, but if he does, he does. Right?
What's the C phrase?
Yeah, give it to me. I'll keep it safe.
Right. Well, the good news is if he asks my wife doesn't even know what a seed phrase is, so it should be interesting. And then we're going to eat some pizza, and then off to Detroit.
nice, bro. Just just be safe, enjoy, and God bless, man. That's all I wanted to tell you, and I hope you have a
Oh,
good day too,
thank
man.
you. We're having a blast down here. I'm
Hey,
not
BTC.
sure if the SpaceX thing is going to be launching today, but it's an hour away. We could be driving down there and check it out. But it's kind of
Hi,
windy and
BTC.
overcast. Yeah, what's up?
Sorry. Hi. I have a question. Where do you trade Zen on base? Because you were talking about base, and I know I had the issue trading on Uniswap. I was wondering where do you trade?
Oh, I haven't traded base in a while, but I initially I begun using a Zenify, but Uni should have base. I don't know if they have problems on Uni, but
Yeah,
right
they
now,
do. Sorry to cut you off. They do because I had tried before
oh,
because I wanted to continue minting. Because I want to claim my mints, and well, I did, and then I went to Uniswap so I could cash out and continue minting more, and I was getting denied, like they wouldn't let me, but cash
Yeah,
it
I
out.
have it,
So
the same issue. Yeah, exactly. So I
oh,
was
yeah, that's
wondering
why
if
when you said
someone
that,
needs
I was
to add the liquidity or maybe a different swap. I don't know which one.
well,
So BTC
guys,
just
let's try to increase the liquidity and keep throwing our millions in the liquidity pool because I want to exit eventually.
what the hell? Nah, but about liquidity, I have done it, man. I'm providing liquidity whatever I can on base, so just to help out. But what was
BTC
that?
goes funny.
But Senify, like he was saying, you could do it there, bro. I tried it there, and yeah,
yeah.
it went through.
I was trying to add liquidity on the base swap and I couldn't do it. I don't know. Like for me, base looks like the worst blockchain for Zen for now. I don't.
Well, it is centralized, but I kind of figured that Coinbase recognition and the amount of users, I think Base is going to do just fine, but it's no proof of work. So
No, I'm thinking the same too. That's why I'm fucking with base and I'm into it in base and I'm providing liquidity because just in case in the future, I know right now it just keeps going down and it's not doing that good. Nobody gets encouraged with the chart, right? But I believe in it, like in the long run. But that's just me. I don't know. You guys could do what you want,
but
Hey, yo,
guys,
BTC
I
Gold,
think
are you an optimism?
oh yeah, Optimism is cool. AVAX and Matic. Got 20
What's your
bucks or
thoughts on
30 bucks of,
optimism?
well, it's a layer
Optimism and
two.
base. Yeah, no, I want to know your thoughts on optimism v base kind of thing. If there was head
Oh,
on Zen, because I feel like
interesting.
optimism is a better situation.
Well,
Or what's your take?
we've never really experienced the time frame, but the 300-day thing on base on Optimism looks
Yeah,
promising. It's kind of like an unknown, and we're yielding at 20% right now, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't go that crazy in Optimism, but I am adding on it. But holy fuck, I was paying 30, 40 bucks a mint on base. And now my dollar cost average is like so cheap now because I got trillions in there now. But yeah, it's good. It's kind of a tough call. Optimism, I mean, there's nothing wrong in driving a caddy, but I'd rather drive a Cadillac, BMW, than a caddy. So Arbitrum, if Arbitrum does a 300-day thing, that's going to put Optimism to shame. The total value locked up on Arbitrum is like triple the size of Optimism.
you know what? That's a good thought to hold, right? The 300-day thing, if that's ever going to get rolled out on any other chains, and why optimism? That's something I'd love to ask Jack and Sensu. That's dope.
But yeah, guys,
We got to
thank you for. I mean, I came in as a ETH maxi. I'm a mini ETH maxi now, and fuck, I got my economic energy on 5 fucking chains. I would never imagine that. But thank you guys. There is upside to these casino chains. I do love them, but I prefer my ETH.
That's the beauty. That's that's the beauty about being a senior in BTC, right? You cannot stay quiet. You cannot just sit down and do nothing. You have to participate, explore. Avalanche. Fuck yeah. What's up, bro? Avalanche to the moon, baby.
We got simple waters in the house.
Oh, we got Crypto Mom in the house. She got her hand up. What's up, Crypto Mom?
Mom.
Hi, how's everyone doing? I had a quick question. I was wondering, has anyone else had a problem claiming mints from Moonbeam on CoinTool?
No,
Moonbeam?
No.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
One question.
but what's Moonbeam?
Yes, yes. But go ahead. You both go ahead. What is Moonbeam? You want to explain?
Moonbeam is Glimmer token. It's like part of the Polkadot ecosystem. But
Oh, okay.
I haven't had so I had loads of Moon Glimmer or Moonbeam, whatever, and so I minted loads on it. But I haven't had a problem till the other day, and it says like there's no data when I'm trying to claim, although there's like 2 sets of mints there. So I don't know if it's a Moonbeam thing because it is quite glitchy, or is it just me? I'm not sure. So is anyone else, did you have problems, Cryptodude?
Yeah. And you can change your PC, right? But
Yeah, I know.
and
Yeah, it might be an RPC.
right, but see, this was what is the thing. It was or still is. I don't know if it's still a problem, but you will go and try to change your PC, and there's so many available, right, to choose from, so you can pick the one with the with the green, I guess.
Yeah.
But none of
Yeah.
them was like on green everything. Like all of them, they were like almost was the same thing for a little bit as well. So I guess you just have to like hunt for the one and change it for
And
that. That's how I've been doing mine. Cause
did it happen on CoinTool or was it ZenFTs? Because I claimed a couple of ZenFTs that were fine the other day, but it's my CoinTool that's doing this.
I guess when your network or your PC, whatever, I guess affect both because there was affect. Mine, it was affecting my when I was trying to buy like liquid sand on Stella, my transactions when they would not go through. They would just say hash whatever weird announcement that you get. And but that's what I've been doing. I just hunt for the best RPC, and so far
Okay,
good. Yeah.
it's the only time I've had problems. And the other thing I was going to say is I can't actually remember what it's called. Like the Avalanche, like Etherscan for Avalanche. It's not.
The Block Explorer.
Yeah.
Snow Trace, yeah.
Is it gone?
I don't
Uh,
think so. Snow
It was
Trace.
gone. It was gone the other day. It says it's
I
not
think I think they're going end it, and then they're coming out with a new one.
okay.
Yeah,
It was gone the other day when I looked, and I thought that was strange.
Pulse Chain
yeah,
is
I
still
think
going
because
though.
they are paying fees to like Ethereum or Avalanche or something like that, and they wanted it ended, so they're coming out with a new one soon.
Okay, thanks. How's everyone else doing besides my silly questions?
I'm doing good, really good. I'm hype. How about you, Simple Waters? You were like saying what? Avalanche?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know anything. Don't listen to anything I'm saying at all.
how much billions you have for an Avalanche or Sam?
Not enough. Not enough. Never. It's funny because I was talking to my buddy about this. I'm like, because we were talking. I was just like introducing me. He's like, you know, when do you think is going to be enough? I'm like, that's a good question. That's a good
I
question.
know.
Right? It's like, when are you going to be content? If that is really that shit, and like, at what point are you going to sell it? You know, if you really think it's that shit. So those are just questions like that I'm pondering, you know, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna stake it, I'm gonna play with it, I'm gonna burn it, I'm gonna do all this shit. But it's like, at what point, you know, what point do you take your wins or whatever, you know? I'm like, I don't really. I'm like, I told him this. I'm like, you know what, like, what Zen has given me personally is just like, fuck, I don't like. I God forbid anything happen with my seed phrases, but it's like I can truly lose all that and be able to like come back, you know, and with just like the knowledge that I've gotten this past year. So it's, but yeah, obviously, like, it's just a win being able to play.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to sell when MetaMask becomes the #1 downloaded app in the App Store. That's my signal right there.
Damn, really? What's it at right
Yeah,
now?
because like in the last bull run, you know, there was a point in time where Robinhood or like MetaMask was like a top downloaded app, like at the peak of the bull run when it really peaked out. So for me, I'm gonna use those as one of my indicators. But yeah, that's one of my indicators I'm looking for.
Can you let us all know, please?
Yeah, I'll send you an email.
Yeah, just post on the top when you're ready, right? Give us a heads up.
Hey guys, obviously we're here for community and tech and all that shit and price appreciation, but back to kind of the roots. I mean, you guys are some nerdy people about the CPU, GPU. Eventually I'm going to warm up to it and learn it. But Jack had taught us about the BRC20s, and then that came into the VMPX, the Ordinos, the bitmaps. I mean, fuck, I'm making money on the bitmaps and sats, even though I don't have that many. And between Jack and Cox, I mean, it's kind of like kindergarten, teaching us all these things that we had no clue about. So just consider it that way. I mean, I would never imagine thinking myself next year if I'm going to become a miner. I mean, this is some nerd shit, right?
Fuck yeah, that's where the opportunity is, right?
And I love what Sempo say. You know, everything that he have learned on this in this past year, right? Like, it's priceless. You know, this how I feel. You know, like, I have, you know, I could have never done it. You know, somewhere else. I don't think, right?
Right. I mean, yeah. Even though we're kind of like a Jerry Springer TV show, I think with our wisdom over time, I think we've just gained the knowledge and the smarts. I mean, I'd rather have common smarts than book smarts, and that's what Jack is teaching us, right?
Well, I think it's both, right? So it's like, first you have to have the common smarts to be able to like drop what you're currently doing and be able to tap into Zen, right? Because it's not that easy, especially if you're like on the train of the norms, right? You're probably not going to find Zen right away, and if you are, it's probably not going to be if you're going to get into crypto, Zen's probably not going to be your first coin, which, you know, hopefully we'll be able to change that. Just as a community, right? But I think, yeah, it's the street smarts, but it's also like, it's crazy. Like I need to go back and watch Zenzu's video like 4 more times, and even then, I probably still won't fully understand what the fuck's going on from a technical level. And it's like, it almost feels like it, I mean, and that's my own speaking, but it feels like a barrier, but also like curiosity to start poking my eyes and ears into those different waves that they're talking on. Especially, like you said, at Beat Seagull, it's like, where the fuck did BRC-20s come from, and how are we like on top of it, like so early in the game? It's because Jack saw that, and anyone can shit and say whatever they want to say, but it's like, dude, we're literally like we're a science project, but in a way where it's like we're we're going
Bro,
along in the ride, and it's like we're in the research and development team, if anything, and if the way that I'm feeling is like if we play it right. I mean, as long as we're playing.
bro, boys in the street, all knows BRC-20s, SAT, bitmap to the moon. It is what is hot, is what is trending. And it's crazy that people still think this is a scam.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
they don't know about it.
I've been hearing this chatter. I've been hearing this chatter about fucking VMPX. That noise, it's like, bro, how are you? I saw a tweet, and I didn't. I mean, not a tweet. A Telegram message where someone, I don't know who it was. I mean, I do know who it was. I'm just not going to say a name.
Right.
But it was just, it's like, oh, Jack, Zen and Jack died at VMPX, and Jack said something like, "You're full of shit. Go fucking tweet about it." And I was just like, just even that, it's like, all right, let's go. Um, I just think that you can't discount the game. And if it, let's say, like for me, it's like, dude, I was buying VMPX at 20 cents, so I'm unrealized loss, like
I did that too.
without DCA. It's like, yeah, dude, you're wrecked. It's like, no, I'm chilling.
I
I'm
bought
gonna
it,
keep buying it.
bro. I bought it at 34 cents on top. You know, when on BNX, because it was launched on the exchange, you can buy it on the exchange. You don't have to fuck with Unisat. So I got into it right when I was launched on the top, motherfucker. Boom.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean, but that the thing about it though is like if you just chill on it. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know anything. Nothing I'm saying. John Smith, shout out John Smith. Hopefully he comes back.
yeah.
Not financial advice, but it's like, yo, like just. I believe that I just believe in the Zen ecosystem, and so that's what's going to win at the end of the day. Not all chains are going to be flying. I mean, but they all are, in their own way. But I mean, just as far as like uh, going to the moon or whatever, it's just like some projects inside this organism are going to take longer than others. You know.
Yeah, that's why you want to have so many different, right? And it's crazy, right? Because like I say, people they don't know about it. They think it's scam, especially in the Spanish community, right? Love my Spanish people, by the way, because I'm fucking Mexican. And but it's just that I compare what we know, what we learn, and a lot of you motherfuckers are much, much, much smarter than me. I'm just happy to be part of the herd, to be here and learning, whatever I can. But we got it. I mean, this is the cave, the fucking, you know, the nerds, PhD of crypto. Like we 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 were able to participate thanks to Jack and Sensu. To do all of these new fucking ordinals and SATs, BMPX, and fucking with fucking Bitcoin network, right? These people don't think it's possible. How in the fuck we're gonna be able to interact, eat with Bitcoin? I'm like, motherfuckers, Jack
Bro,
is building a
let's
fucking
go.
bridge, bitch. Like what? They don't think it's possible. And now we have here Jack working on that shit on the beginning of stuff. So like everything, that we can fucking like participate or mine or whatever now is so fucking valuable. So don't sell your shit. Honestly, like you can say it, right? Eat proof of work. Okay, I can get a trillion right now, right? This guy from Emos is giving a trillion away, I think, anyway. You just have to participate to whatever he's asking for you to participate. And when 1 trillion Edmos sent on Emos, right? I don't know if he's going to give it away one all at once or divide it, but he said 1 trillion. I'm like, oh shit. But guess what? It's $112 right now, or 120 bucks to buy 1 trillion, right? But here's the catch. Can you go to forget, swap, and buy 1 trillion? No, you cannot. I don't think so, unless I'm wrong. But
You
you
know what's
can.
interesting? You know what's interesting, bro? Is
Go
so
ahead.
I just started watching this this anime called Naruto, and I'm not really big in anime, but this is like
I heard in the Naruto before.
yeah, it's like, dude, it's like this story about a ninja. Basically, it's like this this eight-tailed or
Nine
fox.
tails, simple
Okay.
nine tails.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy. I'll probably get in the tails later, but okay, nine tails, nine-tailed fox, and he just randomly shows up and just starts like destroying a city, and it's crazy because he's like all these ninjas and these like warriors are like trying to fight it, and then one guy he sacrifices himself, but he embeds this nine-tailed fox in a newborn, and anyways, there was just some different ninja trials and like tribulations that happened through that story, and it's funny because one of them, like I'm on the second or third episode, but it's like there's basically a challenge where there's three teammates, right, and there's only two spots um, for the next round, but I guess the moral of this like episode in the story was if you move as a team, you get way more accomplished versus like everyone moving as individual. And I know that's a weird thing in a crypto sector, to really like start thinking about that. But ultimately, individuals can fuck shit up, and fuck shit up on a level where it will not necessarily help the whole. But anyways, it's a great Naruto. But it just got me like thinking about like, guys, this is a community-owned cryptocurrency, and like the network in and of itself is like so fucking huge. Like I don't know what you guys are doing behind these PFPs, but it's like, guys, I just think that the potentiality to be able to like, and this is just speaking after a year, like obviously everyone's hype in the initial months or making, I guess just for me personally it had to come down to like at least a year, to be able to see like, oh yeah, this is that shit, like and even then it's like people are still going to fund and do everything, but they don't actually understand the internal stuff that's happening in the Zen and like how it works, which is, but anyways, um I'm just resonating on like the win as a team and what does that look like, and obviously like everyone has their own personalities and their own shortcomings, as do I. We're all human, and so it's like uh yeah, just kind of putting that out there as like a rhetorical question. It's like, what does that look like, and is that possible in the crypto sector? If everyone wins, like, which it seems like we're all winning if we're playing, um, or just even learning. I don't know. I kind of got off my high horse there, but Naruto.
That's good, bro. Shit. It's just, I mean, how I feel like, I've been talking to a few people, lately about it. Not my family need that. My family think I'm crazy. And it's hard to explain to people what really Zen is, right? When you start talking about saying, you go immediately like you bringing these people into something that they never heard, right? And automatically they know if they want to get involved, they have to do research. And so to me, it's like the people that get the whole fucking thing, the whole ecosystem, the people that get Jack, the people that get what in the fuck Jack is doing, like why Jack is not here and telling us, what's going on and shit. Because Jack is, if you understand what's happening in the background, how everything is connecting, right? Like now you can see the big picture, right? Like this is coming along, this is taking place, this is making sense, all right. You just need to be fucking patient, sit down, watch the charts, fucking trade. Because we have done the worst, right? We have mined all of these from scratch, So when I heard people saying about, like BRC20s are scan, bitmap, like, dude, and this guy, trying to talk to these people about it, he was like, please buy a little bit, right? BRC20s, Sats is where he was like trying to tell people to buy, to get into Sats, BRC20. I even got into it myself because it's Cloud, Cloud, he was he was saying all the time in his space, get some Sats, get some
Bro,
Sats,
you,
and
you
you
saw
can.
he upgraded from Lunchables to sushi, right?
Yeah, because that shit bomb, right? And like if you still denying, right, like what Saks is gonna do, or anything fucking ordinal, anything BRC20, we got access to it. And if people are calling that it's gonna be the next narrative, like everything's connected to Jack, to Sing, right? Let's don't forget that stuff. We good. I feel like we good, We just need to relax. Look at our bags, Don't forget your mints, right? Because you probably mean so much everywhere. 5 fucking MetaMasters. I don't know how many you have, right? Going tools and shit. Right now is the time. Take a day off. Go find all your shit. Put yourself in order. That's what I'm trying to do, you know, because all of this is valuable. Is you we in the beginning. We don't know what this is gonna take. Maybe
You know
we
what's
ended
crazy?
up fucking,
You know what's crazy is like, I mean, I'm just even feeling into that too, like what you're saying, like just put it all in order and everything. It's like, um, it's not always about like the quantity, you know? It's
yeah,
like because I know like whether it come like I don't know, obviously it's about repetition, but I think it's about quality repetition. But that's just my lens. I don't know. I think it's just like, man, like you were saying, it's like this was a gift. It's a gift, right? And
hmm
it's like Bitcoin was a gift, and still is, right? It's just like how long, I don't know, how long are you going to be able to keep your Pokemon cards like in the package for? It's like I have a homie that has like some original like Pokemon cards. I'm like, bro, like what do you mean? Like they're like unopened, like in the package. I'm like, bro, like doesn't your 8-year old like self want to open those? Like what the hell? Like how did you wait that long? But it's like he's like, I'll open them when I'm ready, man. I was like, damn, imagine having that mentality with like, Zen. It's just like, I'm gonna just put these in a closet. I'm not gonna remember I have them. I'm just gonna remember to participate. And,
So those Pokemon cards, they have a lot of value.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the original ones, like I don't know, like first edition Shadowless pack, like because he's from Washington, so he has like I don't know, he got him when he was a kid or whatever, and he just put him away, and I don't know, it's like, dude,
Cool, cool. Yeah. BTC.
Hey guys, it's funny how Buddy and Dr. V-Ray were talking about allocation for Zen yesterday, and I tried asking that the previous week in the Delhi things space the week before or a few days before, and it really didn't get answered. But I'd like for everybody to share their thoughts about the legacy Zen and the Zen on X1 or XN, as far as what you guys are thinking and everything. I'm kind of thinking burn half of my Zen on ETH and bring that economic energy over to X1 and then keep the legacy Zen. So I'd like to hear more about what everybody's thoughts are on that topic.
Yeah, hey BTC. Yeah, that discussion was kind of like a thought provoker because we know that Jack is aiming to make Zen, like a global currency. And like I was saying in that space with Dr. V and you and the rest of the folks, that it's highly potential that Zen on X1 will be the Zen to rule them all, especially if what Jack is making pans out to be what it really is, like X1 to be the chain of all chains. That Zen potentially could be the one that's most valuable in the long term. But in my opinion, but in the short term, I think, like all the economic energy that we're pouring into the different Zens on EC, Nomadic, BSC, whatever it is, those are going to have a nice run up. And then folks are going to begin to take those economic energy and begin to egress into X1. In order to say that, but this, what I'm saying right now, just to qualify it, it all depends on what the white paper for X1 burns in the 323 auction is going to have. Because if Jack makes it really juicy to promote more burning on X1, more burning on ETH and the rest of the chains right now to go to X1, a lot of people are going to burn. But if he balances it just right to encourage burning on the, like ETH, BSC, Phantom, whatever it is, to get into X1, then you might have a split community where some folks are saying, okay, well, I could get some profits if I hold a small bag on, like FMOS or whatever it is. But still, I should burn some to get on X1 because that Zen on X1 may be the right one in the long term. But it's really, really difficult to judge, I think, from my, opinion, because we have to kind of thread the needle to see how we want to slowly, like I said, egress that academic energy from regular ETH, BSC, Phantomatic, whatever it is, into X1. Because I honestly think that Zen on X1 might be the one to rule them all.
Yeah, it's funny how you kind of mention that because I'm kind of, but as far as ratios, obviously we got time to think about it, and yeah, I do see more activity on X1, but the other part of me is thinking, well, shoot, with the amount of burning on the other chains and less supply, and over time, those OG Zens could be worth a lot too.
Yep, they are definitely going to pump, depending on how he does the white paper. But yeah, we got Crypto Mom, Simple, your thoughts. But yeah, BTC Gold, yeah, that was a really good discussion that we had yesterday or whenever it was. But yeah, Crypto Mom, Simple.
My thoughts. Hold on one sec. My thoughts were that I think that X1 is his chain that he's creating, and the others were all like practice. But I don't know if there's been any update on when X1's coming out. I've actually talked to some of the women in the community, and I was like, how long should we be minting for? Like, I'm not sure what the plan is, but yeah, I don't know. I do think X1 will be the chain to rule them all in if Jack comes out with it. But at the moment, I'm not doing anything until I see it in the white paper, because things always change and I'll just have to wait.
Yeah, I think like in alignment with that of the constant change, right? It's X1 will, yeah. I mean, you're seeing just how he's picking from the best chains and like what he's doing. I mean, the Zen blocks are going strong. Um, I I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there just because I've been thinking of it a lot, and I think it's just a lot of people are kind of just really focused on the X's, which I get. Um, People are discounting the game, I think, with these NFTs. You know, I'm just that's I don't really have too much of a I would say like footing as far as like in what I'm saying, other than them being like rare artifacts in the Zen ecosystem. And I was playing around with Zen GPT a bit, and I was asking like, okay, like I was like just poking around. I was like, okay, like what's the deal with these? What's the deal with these? Like what's the deal with these? It kept asking it, and then finally it said something about playing into the X1 chain, like Xenium, and all this stuff. So um yeah, I just want to put that out there. Like, think about that. Like, I look at it a lot just because I like rare things. So if anyone has any um, Binance Unicorn or Testnet Unicorn or ETH Unicorn, like, let me know. um, but like, think about that for a second. Like, all these like they're all out there, and yeah, I mean, initially that was something that changed was the allocation, but who knows what could happen in the future. And I also just think like how early we are and like to be able to have those rare things. um it's pretty cool if we're really believing in this long-term vision of this ecosystem.
I guess it's my turn, right? I like to add it.
Totally.
Can I add it a little bit to is to the BTC stuff? Um, Not financial advice, right, John Smith? But we uh we have a to make that decision, right? So what we're gonna do right now, right? But to me, the piece that is missing is the light paper or the white paper, whatever you call it, the fucking map, the road map, right? And that's where there's gonna be a flawless road map, motherfuckers. You know, like
Oh, it's like we got the open road, go wherever you want. you know
and it's for a lot of us, you know, if the whole arrangement is going to respect all of the shit we already burned. I have burned a lot of fucking shit already, and I didn't say fucking because it's precious and I know and stuff, but you know, like the way we speak sometimes goes that way, right? But you know, so I'm already burned so much, at least on my own, you know, financial position that I'm in. So, you know, I'm expecting a nice, you know, juicy bag. I got some. Don't forget about those stakings NFTs. All of those that we did. Sometimes I forget about all of this stuff we meant. In the beginning was the narrative, right? NFTs launch, and the narrative was burn your fucking sand, get a fucking unicorn. You know, everybody fucking hunting for the unicorns. That was the narrative. So a lot of us we already burned some shit, you know. So it's
Yeah.
right,
Well,
bro. But
I
go
know
ahead.
many of you had burned. I burned a tiny bit along the way, but I'm kind of happy I haven't burnt. Well,
Right,
yes and
right.
no, I guess, but I'm very happy to be burning for X1. That part, I see myself burning the roof down. Partial roof, I guess. But let's say keep the math simple. Let's say 10 billion of ETH Zen. And I mean, as far as allocation wise, were you thinking of maybe putting a couple billion aside and just put it in a hardware wallet and just forget about it? Or like an 80-20 rule or half and half? It's tough to say right now due to the white paper, and I also think I'd be very shocked if X1 is launched in the first quarter as well. So, I mean, I kind of don't.
BTC real quick. So on the X1 being launched, it's like they had the test net. Like Jack was even joking about like he's like all we need to do is just change the name, like from test net to like mainnet. So I think they got that like ironed out, just like when and the timing and everything. But I have no idea, But other than that, but I think what you're saying, just like the hardware wallet stuff or whatever, I think a really cool strategy, and I haven't really burned too much on ETH because a lot of my OG stuffs are coming out like pretty much this month. I got a few today or whatever. But yeah, it's I think cool strategy and would be just to do some stakes NFTs, just lock them up and forget about them because you don't even need to claim those. You can just like let those breathe and you don't even it's like you'd be like, oh, years later, like, oh, I got these. Oh, cool. Because there's no
So,
penalty for forgetting about
yeah,
the
that's true. And plus, you got 3 years out, but in 3 years, we'll probably be in a bear market again.
yeah, for sure. So I guess it just depends on like how you're looking to like when you're looking to cash in your Zen or if you're looking to or whatever. Like I'm just saying, like it's nice to forget about some Zen, forget you have it and just like put it away. Or
Well,
have
I've,
different
yeah.
things.
Tim,
Well,
Tim, Tim,
everybody checks the token price. I check how much Zen I have, so I'm kind of the opposite. So
10 billion is good. It's a lot for a lot of us. Um, if it was me, not financial advice, I will wait for the roadmap and find the best strategy for you how you get into X1 cause right we have BMPX, right? Supposed to be getting an allocation. We got the burn, we might uh have uh, a price value that you can buy the coin for. So when we get that and until then, like we're not going to know which way or which one's going to be the best entrant. That's what I would wait if it was me. Then I know, okay, and we're all going to be here chopping around and shit like we always do, right? Talking alpha, oh, I find it cheaper this way. Oh, yeah, do it this way. Yeah, yeah. So it's getting spicy though. Any day, Jack can just fucking, blast the shit out of here. Because it's what people are waiting for. It's the signal. This I feel like, right? People waiting for 333. Shit.
yeah, well, it's interesting, and thank you everybody for trying to answer the question. I know it's kind of premature to ask that, but I have been thinking about it a lot actually, and whether it's 10 billion or 100 billion, or it's all relative. But as
Yeah,
far as the ratios go, it does have me kind of curious how all this is going to pan out down the road.
there's a mystery, brother.
Well, hey, everybody, I want everybody to do well. I'm seeing the room. Everybody is cool in here, hopefully. And I want everybody to eat well, have some lobster tails and some fillets. If you're out in socialist Cali, tried a restaurant called Nobu. I've heard great things about it. And eat well. If you're a vegetarian, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck yeah.
That name sounds cool. So probably really good.
Yeah, it's getting more socialist out here. We're getting just try to be social with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't play into the consensus. I just try to use my senses. You know what I mean? But yeah, lobster tail sounds fucking good.
Oh man. But yeah, brother. Are you having a space today, Simples?
Yeah, I'm actually just getting some coffee, and just getting the day going. Right now, gonna get some food, and yeah, no, I saw you had a space, so I was like, fuck yeah, Cryptodude's holding it down. That's good. Um, but yeah, I think today at in about 2 hours, gonna hold a Sunday space. So if anyone wants to cruise through, I'm just gonna kind of give my P's and Q's, W's. I don't know if any of them make sense in the alphabet of Zen, but we'll make sure to put it out there, so flow through.
Are you posting videos on YouTube?
Have I been posting videos on YouTube? I don't know, man. I haven't really been feeding it too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah.
I think I'd like to, I'd like to, but you got some OGs, actually, some YouTube stars in the house, Tree City and Crypto Bro, and dude, they
Yeah.
do it, bro. I know you've been poking your head out and doing some
It's not
shit.
easy.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not. Well, I think the thing is, it's like
Yeah.
what's really cool is what I admire about True City and Crypto Bros. Like they're talking Zen, but they're just being themselves.
Right.
They're not like trying to be like something. Like they're just playing and voicing their shit. And I'm just like, that's what I respect about. That's why I tap into their streams. Because otherwise, if they're like trying to be like, guys, well, you should do this, you're just like,
No,
oh,
no,
you
no,
know what I
no.
mean? You know what I mean?
It will
So
not
I'm like,
work. No.
yeah. So that's why I'm like trying to tap more into that. I guess not trying to. I guess just more embodying it. So, but yeah, I guess, bro, we got to do a stream at some point. Got to have like just get like a group stream or something. Like get Cryptodude. We get just anyone that's tapping on YouTube. It'd be fun. Maybe Trayvon will show up. No, Trayvon's too high class for us.
Yeah, it was the other.
Can I share something with you guys?
Go ahead, Valerie. What's up, brother?
Hello, guys. I want just to share something with you about claiming them. Do you remember this scandal? It was about CoinTool 1 month ago with Clio and everybody else, that nobody knew about this stuff of claiming and reminting. So yesterday I had to claim some Zen on optimism, and I went when I minted. I went two ways. One, some batches I minted on CoinTool, and some of them I did on Zen NFTs, on the official site. And yesterday when I claimed, I waited for the low gas fees to claim, and I claimed first on Zen NFT site, website, and after I went to CoinTool. And I checked how to do claim and remint. And obviously, if you do just claim, you have practically the same gas fees as claim and remint, but it's only what is concerned CoinTool. I claimed then on Optimism 4 times less in price, cheaper on Zen NFTs than on CoinTool, because the gas fees is composed of on 2 parts. One is the layer 2 gas fees, and the one is layer 1, okay, on Ethereum side. So the second part on Ethereum on Zen NFT website was 4-5 times less than on CoinTool, because when I claimed, I paid for Xen NFT 128 VMU. It was about 16 cents for layer 2 and 14 cents of layer 1 gas fees on Xen NFTs. But when I went on CoinTool, the second part fee, layer 1, cost me $1. Okay, so per total, my gas fees claiming and reminting was 4 times more expensive on CoinTool than on Xen NFT website. And if you want, you can check, maybe just to recheck it. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it's not right, but I was very, impressed.
Wow, yeah, that's wild. I haven't had any of my coin tools come up, but that's like really good information. Did you by any chance take any video of that? Valerie, did you take a video of it or any screenshots?
No,
of it?
no, I didn't take it. I went on ZenBlocks, I was talking there, but I didn't. It was 2 or 3 in the morning for me. It was very late. I had to claim, and I did it very quick. But that's why I'm telling you guys, if you have something like this, just to check it, because people are telling everybody that coin tool is better. You can remint it for free and stuff. But the gas fees for claiming is higher, at least for Xenon Optimism. I don't know how it will be on Xenon ETH. Maybe it's different, okay? But on Optimism, it was quite a big difference.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I just had to step up real quick because Val, you said something that is making me think. Or I don't know what you're talking. I have no clue what you're saying because I'm only on ETH. But what I'm thinking, are you saying that if I was to just port my ETH, are you trying? Or this is what I'm trying to get at. Are you trying to relate that because the gas fees are cheaper on Optimism and you're using Ethereum, that essentially you're saving on the Zen there because the fees are cheaper in gas and you're still using ETH? That's what you're trying to say right now?
I try to, on official website, claiming Zen on Optimism, it was way cheaper than the same amount, 128 VMUs, if you claim on CoinTool.
Oh, okay. You're saying the function of the contracts on Optimism have a difference in price, in gas price.
I think so. Maybe it's CoinTool fees included, but the second part of gas fees on layers 1, the gas fees on layers 2 are composed of 2 gas fees parts. One is layer 2 and layer 1. Okay, so when you claim on MetaMask, it shows you only the first part of the layer 2, but the layer 1 fees is hidden, and you can see it, this layer 2 part, only after the transaction is confirmed. You go in the history down MetaMask, and it shows you what is the part of fees that you claimed for layer 2 and layer 1. Okay, so if you go and you claim on Xen NFTs, the second part of the fee is about 14, 15, 16 cents, is not too high. But if you do the same operation on CoinTool and you claim on CoinTool, you go then in history and you see that the second part of layer 1 gas fees is about $1, is way too high. So on Optimism, you have every time to check how much did you pay for claiming, and you go in activity in MetaMask, and you see you click on the transaction, and the transaction shows you in the lower side what the fees you paid were, and there are 2 parts of fees there, layer 1 and layer 2. So fees for claiming on Xen NFT website, it was lower, much lower than if you claim on CoinTool.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me, because that's kind of how I think of but the side chains are, I think the side chains are all is NFTs. Like, that's all I do is NFTs. I'm only coin tooling on Ethereum until well, you guys probably read my Twitter, but I'm trying to make my own separate miner that's just for me. So then that way I don't have to always coin tools, because I like the vanilla mints. Like, I still think 1 mint a day is like all you need, right? All you need is 1 VMU on ETH a day until you get priced out from gas, from being able to create it. Who knows what can happen down the line. Another thing I thought I had was, like, if you're really concerned about gas in the future, just make all of your or all your 1 VMUs under 1 private key, and then maybe in the future you can just sell that private key to somebody if you're like feeling like, oh, I can't afford these mints or whatever. But I like what you just said though, Val. That's another strategy in the Zen world. If you can't afford ETH, you could also just move to a side chain and just start or continue your journey there. But yeah, that's cool, dude. I love the conversation you guys are having right now about all the Zens, and people are still thinking about all of the Zens, because I think it is important that as a community we still support the smaller chains. I like BTC Gold's question earlier too, about like what is the future, and how we can finesse these chains better. One gift of insight I want to give from my perspective is that the rock is Ethereum, and then the bigger rock is, or the cosmic rock is going to be Bitcoin. So like the further down the rabbit hole you go from those two objects, the harder the road is to go home, right? To get back to those objects. So for my perception of how we could make the world's most fairly launched, no funded backed idea would be to make it so that all the Zens burn their value for XN tokens. And then essentially what that would do is, yes, it would cause a crazy pump in all your sub chain ideas. But if there's no liquidity for you to exit, as we've learned in the first year of Zen, then you're still going to be better off just burning all your Zen than trying to hold it for a pump. And that's kind of something that I've been championing behind the scenes. Is most of the Zen I get on any other subchain, it goes straight into the furnace. And then the only Zen I'm actually hodling and I'm like collecting is ETH Zen. Like that's the only Zen where I could see myself having it in my possession for 4 to 5 years after the mint. But like every other chain, that shit got 2 weeks before it might see a furnace. Even if I'm buying it. Because that's what my thought is. It's like, yo, we could see a moment where the Zenians, it's like Zen blocks. In Zen blocks, all the Zenians took all the cheap mining rigs. So now you can't really get anything cheap and you're forced to pay. And you can see people are stagnating on creation because the difficulty's going down. So that, in my opinion, that's like a relationship of like liquidity, right? Like people can't afford to keep their miners up because they can't, or they were getting let's say 12,000 hash power for 50 cents, and now they got to pay $2 for 12,000 hash power. So like that concept of time and money and liquidity, um, it always strikes itself and always comes at the most random time. So long story short, stay close to the rock, man. If you're gonna drift out there into space, just find have a plan to get back to the space station. Because if not, you know, I mean, you're always gonna have a life raft, which will be XN whenever you're ready. It'll be there for you. Just it's a pod to shoot you back to the space station. But just remember, that's kind of what those in my opinion, those side chains are for burning. They're not for holding. And everything should go up around Zen on those chains. So I hope everybody, I hope we see that shit one day. Like I hope I see fucking $2 DXN again on like Matic, if not higher, because all the Zen is absorbed and Matic and DXN is going up because that's the only place where there's liquidity. Or like Phoenix, whenever Phoenix decides to make a run again and things like that. So great conversation you guys are having about Zen, bro. I'm about to keep listening in, but happy Sunday, everybody.
I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Like you always got, you know, nice, nice things to say about, Zen and the whole strategy you have and stuff. You know, appreciate the streams. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I'm there. Sometimes I even
Hell
when I'm
yeah.
working, like I'm fucking listening because you got the alpha. You have the I love how you analyze stuff. And you go deep into shit, like
Hey man, I learned at I was a young lad when I got into crypto. But the one thing that I'll never forget is how everybody kept saying hold Bitcoin for 10 years. And then I never comprehended it. I was jumping around in every single project. And that's something that always stays with me in my story is that hearing the OG say just hold and wait, it's allowed me to see Zen in that atmosphere where it's like right now I'm so bullish on Zen, bro. Like it's fucked up how bullish I am on Zen because I know all the pieces are gonna fall into the puzzle. The side chain piece, I think, will
yeah,
help be a catalyst to the Ethereum because what it will be exactly what I said. Uh, green candle chasers. They'll be chasing every single chain to find the pump. And if they just keep siphoning their liquidity to every single chain, because we got Zenify, so it's not hard for you to go from Moonbeam to Eve Moss. Like we have the whole infrastructure now for you to jump from any chain you want to go to. So when that like realization comes about to those that aren't in the Zen community and they're looking for the validation of where is the community, us as Zenians, that's kind of like what you're preparing yourself for. Like, are you gonna have the bag to sell to those people who aren't in our community? Are you gonna mint enough Zen to outburn those people that are buying bags to try to outburn you? Like, like how are you preparing and protecting your Zen so that when everyone shows up, you're still as much as a Zenian today as you will be when they're here. That's kind of how I my strategy right now.
Yeah, bro. It's all about how you fucking play your game, right? Because we got an abundance, right? Right now, we can get it for so cheap everywhere, right? And we
Everywhere. Yo, imagine if like something that's been fucking with me. It's like, what if like ETH Pal takes off on some
exactly.
random shit, dude? I'm just like, and Phantom too. Because this is how I see it, bro. I see it like Zen is a life raft on all chains. What we're really trying to do is influence people on other chains to observe our community and possibly join. We don't like want you to join. We want you to want to join. So just observe us and see us. And with the Zen on your network, you can observe Zen. And that's kind of why, like I'm saying, like I always say in my streams, like champion your favorite chain because you're the voice of Zen. So everybody will follow you because they're like if you're a huge in Phantom and you make a YouTube and all you do is merge Phantom and Zen together, so you're gathering both communities, right? You got the Zenians pulling up supporting you, and then you're gonna get random Phantom people pulling up to find out what's the next move on Phantom. Right, I saw that with that's why I'm like kind of mad I didn't mint a bunch on Phantoms because I can't really talk about it because I ain't got the bag, you know. But I want Avalanche to be that way, bruh. And it's too hard. Like it's way too hard. But eventually they'll catch on because again, the green candles will come. People will
Yeah,
find out. Then they'll be buying your mints. And then it comes down again. Who was the Zinnian that kept going when everyone lost faith? And you're gonna be you're gonna be like Rocky on top of them staircases with your hands in the air.
bro. It's yeah, it's a lot to think about it because you're right. Like right now we all kind of waiting, and but who knows in a few years, who's gonna help, the best because it's tough. It's you know we need a pump.
Yeah.
We need a pump.
Well, the pump's gonna come. Like another cool thing about Zen that has me super bullish is that the pump is already it's already in the calendar. We don't have to. It's like how do you say it? Like when you start high school, in 4 years you're gonna be done with that shit, right? And you waiting the whole time in school for you to become a senior, so you're done with it. And in Zen, since we have that S curve of the amp, we actually know that the pump is manufactured into the time of the project. So that's kind of why I still can't believe people don't be like, "Yo, this is going to be humongous in 26." Like you need to be minting and getting as much as you can because by 2026, the whole fucking utility comes into play, and every single day you lose a day. And if you're really passionate, it's like that's why I was like, I gotta keep vanilla minting, bro. One VMU a day. Who knows what that's gonna look like in my future? And again, my competition is me in 3 years. Like I'm going against Crypto Bro in 3 years, and if he's a savage in 23, who knows what he's gonna be in 26? So like that's why I'm doing Zen blocks, I'm just staying active and also the crypto industry is firing off right now. So it's cool to see everybody respawn at the same time. Like I don't know if y'all noticed that, but like all weekend it's just been positivity in the crypto space.
Yep.
Like I'm low key kind of like bearish because I'm like this shit is a little too positive. But I think we're at the tail end of the year, and positivity is what you do now, right? You start selling your initiative or your mission statement to people or to investors, and it was all right on cue, bro. It's right on cue.
I love it. I love it. I think it's I don't know about you, but like I was saying earlier, the narrative right before the last poem we have is burn and get unicorn, and get those legendaries, all this, Apex X, The poem come, we don't have no fucking liquid. I didn't have liquid. I did like my best, my best position was DXN on Matic. Man, for me, I make a lot of money, right? For the drip close, went to like what 350, and we were buying it for like one cent. We were like, you know, 2 cents. So that was the only one basically for me that I make a little bit of money, but everything else we were burning. So like after that, I learned my lesson. Yeah, yeah. I like I'm thinking the same way, right? Like
Yeah, man.
fucking eat is the destiny, right? Like it compound everything to Ethereum, and the next one, and but who knows, right? Like you said earlier, Edmos, eat proof of work. They can do something. I don't know.
And hey, any side chain can do anything. The thing
Yeah.
about them is the community of Zinians have to empower the price of the chart, and that's what we are not doing right now. We do not empower our price because our price isn't a representation of our intelligence, and we like to apply that, in my opinion, because that's why you don't see the chart go up. And that's why, like, even now I'm using a different psychology where I'm being super positive about the chart on purpose to see if there's a negative reaction to my positive post. But it's keep going up. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that's kind of why, like, I love how you said you were in the right position and then you made a bunch of moves and then now you've learned from what it was like to be in the right position. I did the same shit, bro. I'm still pissed. I rage quit DXN on AVAX because
Oh,
that right there, man, that was my moment. But it's all good because I learned how hard it is to get back 16,000 tokens. So I can only imagine getting 16,000 tokens in a fucking bull market when gas is like 75 every day. Like it, it's gonna be nuts. But another thing to think about with Zen is that it's becoming more open source as we go into the time when everyone has their mints. And what I mean by that is there's going to be more applications and more use case for Zen itself going into the future, and more individuals will come in with new ideas. So, like, that's the coolest turning of Zen is that every year it should turn into a different type of character because of the type of individuals that are continuously getting involved, especially now with the addition of Zen block. So one thing to think about with Zen is most of the Zen doesn't come out until March of next year. So a lot of players in today's game already fucked over their bag. And that's another thing that's keeping the price so stable right now is that you actually have a lot of players who fucked over a lot of Zen, and now they're trying to get it back because again your enemy is you, and knowing that the amp is going down. And a bunch of people were able to manipulate the chart up until right now when we all become the same again because of the turning cycle of hey, did or I don't know, there's this really cool thing about computers. Fuck, I'm forgetting the name of the theory. It's turning something. I gotta look it up. But it's a thought. It's a theory. It's just basically talking about how in computers everything is a recycling concept of what came before, just like in the reality, right?
right, right,
So
right.
yeah, so like Zen in itself will always have a turning, and it's crazy that we've seen it happen on October 8th, the day it came out. All that FUD, all of that shit, just for the price to go up, that was like a turning point. You can kind of like now throw a dart at that day. And if you were there, you were at one of the first turning points of Zen, right? The next turning point of Zen will be the 333 auction if announced.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, like if announced, because I still have
Yeah,
a
because it's still an
suspicion that
option.
it might not come through, bro. I think
Yeah.
personally, it's smarter to throw it away than to keep it. And I mean, some people might say that that's not the best idea, but I think that's the best way to get rid of greed. Like if you have the reason why we're in the shit we're in now is because everybody was so greedy for the 333 auction. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I was being too greedy, we just blame the creators. But like personally, it's like a personal affair. So you should be like asking yourself, like, were you being too greedy? And like, did you rage quit? Like, did you turn it back on and hit the reset button? And then just be like, fuck it, I'll play the game again from day one. Cause at least I know what day 150 is like. So when I get there, I'll be better than I was the first round. Another
Yeah,
turning point.
we have to see. We have to wait and see about the fucking 333. This what I was telling BTC, not financial advice, right? Like it's really like your what that you decision make. Where we going from here? Like if it's really going to happen, that's going to be the fucking the big news, right? That's going to make sense to pump. But DB as well, right? Like, what do you think about DB? Like,
Man,
this.
I'm still down. I'm not really too hyped on how Roz is keeping it the way he's doing it, but what I've been saying on my stream is that whatever is going to replace DXN for Xinian, we're not going to know what it is. It's just going to show up. All of our spider senses are going to kick in, and then it's just going to be the new DXN. But anybody who announces that they're better than DXN, I feel like that's like or how do you say this? You never challenge the status quo. And DXN is the status quo until like it literally goes to zero. Because I think it's vanilla version is perfect for the mathematics of scaling. Some would say it's like a Zen game. Zen game is actually perfect for the mathematics of scaling, but greed would tell you I didn't make enough money. Greed would
Yeah.
say, hey, this shit didn't make no sense. Right. But imagine if it lasted longer, it had more players, it was more scalable because there was more users, more people would be happy they didn't lose a bag versus a fast, like I'm gonna hit it and I'm gonna quit it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of like DB Zen right now. I just don't think it's a hit it and quit it. And if they can recover some lost ground that we've had these last couple months, which would be like that Dex, uh, the DB Zen FT or DB Zen game. I think those things would be great. If I had to propose one thing to make DB Zen the greatest, it would be a real Zen DXN liquidity pair like DAP, like something that's honestly putting those two things together and utilizing the intelligence of Zen's Zen ETH pool with DXN Zen pool. I think an app like that would make our ecosystem go crazy, and more apps like that. And I mean, it's gonna happen though. Look what Joe Blau was doing with his whole party DApp. Party is essentially one liquidity conversation away from maybe being the ultimate liquidity pool for Zen Network.
I mean, it's just, yeah. It, like you say, it's gonna come from nowhere, right? Whatever happened, and it's like what DB saying, right? Like, yeah. So hopefully, Raj and his team, can keep working.
Yeah,
And
I mean, because it's still printing, bro. I still got ETH coming, and
yeah.
Moonbeam, and Polygon, and Avalanche. So I mean, yeah. Granted, it might take a month or two for me to be like, "Ooh, I got some bread in there," but I
Yeah.
mean, it's still giving me the fairest. I like how Zenith says it. The fairest ETH. I'm getting the fairest ETH.
Like 50 cents a day, I was getting for like 250 cents or like $1. Probably like 50 cents or 25 cents, barely anything. Like shit, like dry to the bone.
Let me tell you something, some facts, guys, because you're talking about smaller chains, Xenon smaller chains, but they have big importance for me also. No, they are not only for burn, okay? Because the first biggest point of Zen is the first principle and fair principle. So this Zen project on smaller chains brings first principle and fair principle in their community. If there are a lot of people that are playing on base, they'll have Zen there on optimism, on Evmos, and other things. If people are not Xenians, but they are already in this community and they trade in this community, they'll have their Zen there to buy, okay? Not only to burn. And I will tell you why. Because if you take a look now on the list of Zen on all chains about the fully diluted valuation, okay, of Zen on this chain, you'll be surprised because today you have shitty projects, okay, very shitty projects that brings nothing to the community, just meme coins or something else that have market cap about 100k, 200k. Okay, and they don't deserve what deserves Zen project. And today we have on base, Zen on base is 5k. Okay, Zen on Evmos is 14k. Then on Optimism is 15k total market cap. Okay, it's very, very small amount. So they have potential to go 10x, 20x, because Zen on ETH is 21 million. Okay, Zen on Matic is 400k. 400k on Matic, and you have on Optimism only 15, and on Evmos Cosmos only 14. Why to burn and why to sell at this price?
Well,
At
see,
this
Val,
price,
that's what I'm saying though, Val. That's chasing the green candle. Like if you build your strategy around making profit, if you lose profit, in my opinion, you deserve it. So that's kind of why I'm burning all mine right now, because I'm in profit regardless. If I'm burning it today, if I'm waiting until the price goes up and the market cap is at 30 million to burn, it's still gonna be 15 billions in. That's why I said the in my opinion, with the side chains, you're in a competition with yourself, so you got to keep going. But if you burn while you're going, you're like stacking up and gonna have the same narrative at the end of the day, where it's like, oh yeah, I was burning for XN tokens. But you can also save it and stake it so you can make some gains when it goes up, and that's the beauty of being early.
and another fact is VMPX. Okay, people don't realize what VMPX is. First of all, it's a new narrative because it's it's a discovery of this year, this ordinals BRC20. It's new narrative for the next bull run. That's for one. For two, it has utility. Okay, in comparison to all other BRC20 that just the VMPX will have utility. And number three advantage is that it's finite limited supply. It's not like Zen. It will not be minted anymore. It will not grow of millions, billions, and trillions. It has only 100 million total supply. That's it. People don't realize that today.
That is a fact, bro. I'm honestly very confused on why people don't talk about the tokenomics of VMPX as much as they talk about everything else. Because yeah, VMPX is a true sleeper. I feel like that is gonna go bonkers, especially with this BRC20 narrative. I don't. Are you guys staying up on that? Like, I see that they're really pushing that narrative now in crypto Twitter, where I saw a borrow, lend, and swap app today, which I was like, how the hell did they code that? What is that coded with to make it so nice?
Bro, I heard so much about ordinals, BRC20s, the whole big maps. It's just it's just getting started, right? Like, hopefully
Oh
you
yeah,
guys, the sats, and it's that's what
I
I'm
think that shit is
saying.
a placeholder idea. Because after seeing that borrow, lend, and swap idea, seeing that, I was like, all right, this is these BRC20s are getting ready to take on narratives, and like it's gonna be like the ICO 2017 days, where you're just kind of falling into a narrative. So just be careful if you're getting into that stuff, because it might flop. But that's kind of why I like bitmaps, bro. That's the most solid thing I can see in BRC20s, made with the blocks. Not like no one can push blocks forward. No one can speed up time to get more Bitcoin blocks. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stick with these bitmaps.
They call it the new number one metaverse on the Web3 big maps. I
Hey, I
really.
think that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. That narrative is. I don't like that narrative. That's
You don't
not.
like that, right? Okay, okay. Okay. I saw that shit. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no. My problem with that one is if you know how to code, the thing that is going to be really hard for people to do is identify. Well, this is what they're going to do because they're trying to do it like metaverse. And metaverse uses things called parcels. And parcels is what they're in relationship to for transactions. So let's say I have a bitmap that has 420 transactions. Essentially, they're saying I got 420 parcels, which is like having 420 plots inside of a metaverse. But then if
Okay.
somebody wants to code that meta on top of the bitmap, they have to identify every single variable of the of everything in order for it to get to the point where I could put a fucking avatar on the bitmap. So
Right.
that's kind of why, like, I'm like, man, that shit is gonna be like 4 to 5 years from now before you see an avatar on a bitmap.
So it's complicated. It's not as it's just how people just think is like
No, it's
it's
not. It's
more
not plug and
complicated than
play,
people think.
or they would have already done it already. That's kind of how. Or Jack Levin is showing me that if it's really plug and play, it's nothing more than copy, paste, and test. There's no like we gotta try this out. We gotta figure out how it's gonna fuck up. Like battle tested code. It's just about how does it work in this environment now versus that environment. That's why I love Zen. Like we're battle testing code on 13 different chains, and we all can speak for that. Like you are a certified blockchain user now.
That's
Bring that to your next
crazy.
job interview when they ask you, "What do you know about blockchain?" Show them your fucking your Zen receipts.
Oh man, that's amazing. It's just so much, right? It's just like it's thanks to you were in crypto before Zen and stuff, so you definitely really knowledgeable. Uh, but like for me, just in samples, we were talking earlier, the last year, being on Zen in the Zen community and shit, just the knowledge alone just paid, like my time that I invest, if I'll be thankful even if Zen doesn't do anything, just because everything that I have learned through the whole year, right? So, um, yeah, and to see people that they think that big maps and BRC20s are scams is how advanced we are, right? Because we were like able to participate, with like the BRC20s, BMPX, and you were able to fucking claim those from the beginning. Like that's the beauty of the mining, right? Minting basically is like you mining your own shit, right? And people don't get to experience that up there. The people that they don't have the time, or that they don't put the time to go down in the rabbit hole, right? To come down all the way here, all the way down to like where everything's being made, everything's being like set up for the bull run, basically, because we just hitting it right on the nail, right? Like it's just the perfect time, you know, like the bull run starting. I feel like I already started, you know, only out from here,
I didn't want to believe it started.
no, you still don't, or you still.
No, I just started to believe a week ago. So hey guys, this shit might start going down.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have been believing a long time ago, but I believe now because it's true. Like the world is too crazy, right? And then
Right.
when you also look at the macro of advertisement is going weird right now. And no, like when you really look at advertisement, the trends are so finite that I've been thinking about it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going to be the next trend? Because everybody can come out with a trend, and due to connectivity, that trend can be consumed by thousands of people within a couple of seconds. So then that trend can be multiplied within a couple of seconds by a couple thousand people. So technically, theoretically, there is no such thing as front running marketing anymore, because if you don't come up with an idea first and be the first person on the internet, and you got the people behind you to be like, yeah, that guy created that, you can't get too far because everybody has the same ideas and everybody's on the same wavelength. So that's kind of why, like back to the BRC20 conversation, I can see that it's going to be very successful, but at the same time, I can see that it's going to need a lot of infrastructure and explaining, and it's further out there than Zen is. Going back to Zen talk, that's the beauty of Zen is it's so easy to explain to someone, and I feel like what we're missing is what Zen blocks is showing me. In Zen blocks, we all make our own minor and we all participate in the same pool, and which means we're all helping each other individually, right? Buddy got his own setup, Tree City West got his own setup, Tekken got his own. Shout outs Val. I didn't get a super block until Val finally gave up an instance, and then literally right after he gave it to me, I got a super block. So I was tripping out, and I was like, "Damn, this is sick." So shout outs to you, Val. Love you forever. But that concept of we are individuals, but we are still a group of people with the same philosophy of success, right? We are expanding the network in our own, but on Zen, bro. Why the fuck we only got like 7 fucking minors? Why everybody always talking about these minors too? Like they rule the fucking network, bro. Like, come on. You can fork it yourself. You can make your own Zen. I get it. There's not a button for you to do it. I understand. You need a button. You need a website. That website might need to be it's easy as fuck.com. I get it. But that's what I'm learning about Zen is that in a few years, who knows how Zen is created? Who knows where Zen is created? Who cares about today's conversation of how cheap you can get Zen? Because
Yeah.
I've always said Zen will be minted regardless to where it is. It took Zen blocks though for me to finally think of a way that we can make that happen. And then that's why I simply was like, the way we start this shit is by someone like myself making my own miner and giving it to my friends. And then those friends have a simple way of getting Zen and then maybe opening it up for other people to use it. Because then now they got a simple way of getting Zen. And then we're changing the whole philosophy and the whole mindset of everyone else that's not a Zenian saying you can only mint Zen from XYZ. It's like, no, bro, you don't even know how the contract works. That shit just calls the internet. It calls Ethereum, and Ethereum answers back with some Zen after time, of course. Same with all the other chains. You put some time, some gas, and you come back and hit claim, and you got Zen. Like shout outs Jack fucking Levin and Leo. They put
Yep.
that shit into work. Yeah, we never shout out Leo. He's just a text inside of the contract. But shout outs Leo. He's putting in that work right now, man.
Everything that you just say, is just the vision, right? And that's how we should think, like about the future of saying, where it's going to be in a few years from now, right? Uh, I feel like we lucky to be here. Like some of you, like with the 10 blocks and stuff, you guys able to learn and getting down the rabbit hole with Jack and Three City Wax and Sensu, the whole squad, and it's good, it's like that's your passion, that's what you're looking for, that's what you having fun doing, right? It's the best, and I don't know, it's just amazing, we all find in our place, like some of the people are burning, some of the people are holding, some of the people are like it's different strategies, different you know ways to play with it, and but I am really grateful too that we were able to mine and augment, and now we claiming, and we witness the growth and everything that is, you know in the same ecosystem and stuff. So yeah, brother, I love your vision. I love uh, how you see the future for Zen, and it's just up to us, right? So
Facts, bro. If you never heard this before and you just got, or you've been in crypto, but you've never heard this, I'm saying this for you to hear it. You don't need a lot if it's going to work. I'll never
yeah,
forget when I heard that shit in crypto, because that's how I come back to my senses. It's like my smell sense wake upper where I'm FOMOing too hard into something, and then I step back and I say, oh shit, is this designed for me to have a ton of it? Or is this designed like Bitcoin for me to have one of it? And then if
Yeah.
it tells me from that analyzation, nah, this is designed for you to have a shit ton. That's usually when I'm like, oh, okay, this might not. I might need to put more of a lens on this so I understand why I need a shit ton. And that's what's cool about Zen. We had to learn about why we needed a shit ton of it, and now we're actually going backwards because of the amp. Now we've lost. Now we understand, like, oh wait, we don't actually need a shit ton. What we need to do is position ourselves to run this marathon, right? And in a sense, that's the same exact thing a Bitcoiner told me in 2013. You don't need a lot of it if it's gonna be successful. You just need enough of it. And I still sold my one BTC like a fucking idiot. So don't
Oh
be
my
like me,
god.
guys.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Yeah, that
Well,
shit's a burn forever, bro. I will never. I keep that with me always in crypto. Somebody literally looked me in the eyes and said, "You don't need a lot of it." And I was like, "I think I need 5 of these."
how
And then
much
I
was
just
it?
couldn't comprehend it. End up selling all of them.
How
Now look
much
at
you
me.
selling it for at that time?
It was like 2015, so they were like 200, maybe $100.
No way.
Yeah, I just learned about it, but the thing was, is unlike today, where like I'm really invested in crypto. I was doing the hokey pokey, like I'm at jobs, I got, I'm with friends, I'm chasing girls, I'm trying to find my next blunt, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
nah,
I
nah.
just wasn't keeping
Lay
my
off the girls,
mind
bro. Lay
on
off
the
the girls.
hey, bro, all women are invited up. No, I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, like, I keep thinking about 2011 nowadays. It's really been in my vibe. 2011, 2013, all the way up to 17, and like a lot of the stuff that I could had avoided, OGs were telling me, but it was the MLM motherfuckers that had me off track. Cause then that's when I started chasing pumps instead of just listening to people like Jack, which which were the people who were telling me I didn't need a lot of it. I just needed enough of it. And I couldn't put it all together because you jump in, like I said, you jump in, you got your whole life going on. You have the right to not know what the fuck is going on. But at the same time, you should
Oh,
probably try to wrap your head around it if you can, and if you find interest in it. And so that way, I mean, I know I've been shut down a whole bunch, but that's why I wanted to come up here and just say what's up to everybody. But yeah, always stay invested in things, and eventually it will work in your favor, but you have to bring all that you can to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine if Jack didn't bring all that he could to the idea of the distribution of Zen. Like I would not be here right now talking to you guys. None of us would be here talking about Zen because it would be
exactly.
missing something and we would know it. It's kind of, I mean, not to hate on Titan, but that's like when you create a crypto, you want to be thinking about that. Like, where are these points of failure? Until Zen, we never really had to think about those things. But now that Zen does exist, as more and more people gather attraction of Zen, it's going to continue to change the crypto landscape of how people perceive how they invest their cryptos or how they move their cryptos. I mean, we've already seen the effect now with all the people replicating the idea of fairness in the lower level of crypto. Like we had to say crypto is an industry from ABC. C is now fair, but 2 years ago, only A was fair and C was extremely unfair. You were getting scammed hard. You were honeypotted out of your ass. Now the honeypot is like way lower than the level C. You got to be D, E, F. Like I just walked into crypto to really get honeypot. So like
Yeah.
that's what's cool about Zen is
Yeah.
imagine when this fair concept gets all the way down to the Z to the as soon as you come into crypto, you're coming in fair, right? Like we're gonna wash that scam shit the fuck out of here. As again, I'm gonna quote Jack because he's not here. We're gonna push mediocrity to the back of the class. That shit's gonna be so far in behind us, bro. I cannot wait.
Oh man, that's so fucking cool.
I told you, bro, I'm raging. I'm so excited for Zen. Like, I'm already thinking, how do I be real with this? And I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody else thinks about that. Like, I'm like strategizing 24. Like, I'm like, all right, how do we become real? How are
What do
we
you
at
mean?
NFT NYC? How are we at Consensus? How are we in Austin for South by Southwest? How are we in Art Basel? Like where how are we? How are we? You feel me? Like that is
Yeah,
24.
like tell me more about how to be real because we want it to be real, right? We're not here just because of the fucking poem. We're not here. We're not that kind of people, right? So how do you make it real for you? How do you make it like you know?
Yep. That's
Well,
I mean, that's why I like Zen blocks, bro. Zen blocks is the realest shit. It's almost like that's what in my opinion, when I talk to people about Zen, I'm already saying that X1 or Zen blocks is kind of where my journey, why this journey led me here. And it sounds kind of corny, but I needed to see a blockchain be built. Now,
hmm
personally, I've been 3 months into watching a blockchain be built. Once it's deployed and it's out there, I can add that shit to my resume. Like I watched Zen blocks come
fuck
from
yeah, fuck
nothing to
yeah.
something. Like I watched Zen come from nothing to something. Like I think that stuff is cool if you're really into crypto. But I get it. Like if you're just here for the money and you're just here for the gains and for the atmosphere, like I understand. It's like being at a party, right? Like you at a party, if you just there to get drunk and jump around, like I feel it. But there are some motherfuckers standing in the corner with Shazam open, trying to figure out every single song you playing because they there for the music. And that's kind of like the party I see in Zen right now. It's an abundance of everybody. Some people are there for the music. Some people are there to party and get faded and flex. And then some people are working. Like myself. I'm a DJ. I'm fucking working right now. What you want from me?
Fuck yeah, bro. And you brought up a good point that I love it. That that you have to like fuck, it went away. Because I'm hard as a hike. Uh high as a kite. That's what it's saying, right?
You your
Um
Mario avatar right now.
yeah, I'm like I forget what we're talking about. Like, yeah, that's how I started this string early this morning. I'm like, I smoke a J. And I'm just gonna say what up to people, right? Because no one was like, oh, I haven't one open, so it's why I open it up. But yeah, I forgot my fucking thought. I hated it because it was really cool too. But bro, like,
Was it about music? I mean, we're both DJs, so
like the same blogs, like I think what's his name? He's into same blogs. The guy with that three city wax. The guy that owns those NFTs. What's his name?
Og.
Yeah, I think he got a tweet. Like with like a map, like a contract.
Yeah, you gotta
And
watch out for Og. That motherfucker is reaching into the internet to grab AI itself. So his
damn,
philosophy. That's why I fuck with Og though, because his philosophies are
out the
bananas.
hook.
Out the roof roll, bro. Because he's reaching like me. I'm reaching to make crypto real. Like I want to replace the credit system with cryptocurrency.
Right,
He's
right.
reaching to replace the education system with AI. So that motherfucker kind of crazy.
It looks like it's just it's just good crazy. Like
Yeah, he did good crazy though. Like
I see.
he's the one you send in the rocket ship and say, "Yo, bro, go check out Mars and let us know what the fuck it's looking like."
I see here like an Einstein. Like fucking not all the way there, but it's smart as shit.
Is Mars safe?
Oh man.
Yeah, somebody got to do it. Shit. I mean, August who brought me. Well, I give my shout outs for Zenblogs to Tekken, Tree City West, and then Og, because then Og was the one who kept talking about AGI. And then like I really wasn't into the whole AI thing until he put that into my noggin. And then I started to put it all together because again, there's gonna be a hardware race. I don't know why CNBC is acting stupid. Like there's not gonna be a hardware race in the beginning of 24. But 100% with the way that AI is growing, there's no way we're gonna support the world with data centers. Unless you guys are literally saying we're giving away our data and this isn't our world to control, then okay, good, yeah, sure, fuck it, then fuck Nvidia. We're all gonna give our data to Amazon, Google, and Walmart, and they're gonna run the world with our data because we're not gonna make personal machines at home. Like I just don't believe that narrative. Like I saw Smart House. I had Disney Channel when I was growing up. Everybody got Smart House. So I mean, everybody's gonna have computers in their supercomputers in their house. Like by probably like 2030, Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, that sounds about right. In 2030, you got a supercomputer in your crib and a Tesla in your driveway, and your house runs on solar panels. Like, yeah, I mean, it's apparent. Like, technology grows. Well, the first. So yeah, I tweeted today. I said, most good tech companies come from accidents because somebody's trying to do something that they thought people would fuck with, but then it actually takes them in a whole different direction because the thing that they're creating is going to have stages. So like they might create something that people fuck with before they get to their final stage, right? Like Elon Musk,
Right.
his final stage is right now, which is X. But in the very beginning, he did PayPal, and it had the vision, but it wasn't what people wanted and what sold PayPal. So like the same thing is going to be happening in our world, and that's kind of why I'm like Zenblocks is answering that question that people are asking is how do we tokenize the AI market so we don't give it away to Google, Amazon, and Walmart. I'm saying Walmart because Walmart's pretty deep in the shit. I don't know if you guys know they own like eBay and shit. So like they're fucking deep in our data world. And yeah, that's why I like Zenblocks.
Damn.
I'm liking anything that's going to give me the ability in 2024 to really get the fuck away from all these mainstream narratives and get back to owning my own data. Even though I have it at my crib, like I don't even have a cloud, bro. Like I only have iCloud because my fucking family wants it. But other than that, I have a server at my crib where I store all my data and shit. So like I'm one of those where if we can, the closer we can get to nomad technology, the better off we're all gonna be. And AI is actually the beginning of this journey because it's the beginning points of people buying their own hardware and beginning to believe that they can be smarter than the computer. Oh, that's another thing to think about. Think about how many people in your world right now think they're dumber than their phone. Imagine a world where everyone knows they're smarter than their phone. And I rest my case.
Oh my God. Like with all these that you talk about, I remember my talk for earlier, right? Uh all this knowledge that we have, right? You even say it, right? The all you have learned through these years, and for the people that like me, through this year for being on the Zen ecosystem with you guys, the future is crypto, the new technology, blockchain technology, right? AI and stuff. Our knowledge that we have can be really, really fucking valuable for the future. Like even for a job later, not for like a fucking McDonald's job, because we really, digging into or like going down into the fucking rabbit hole, right? So this that was earlier, right? With all these, it's just I wanted to be like decentralized as possible, right? That's what we hear, first principles and learning about all of these beautiful things, right? That you never thought that you ever want to be able to fuck with, right? And now we're here, and it's amazing. I'm proud. I'm proud of myself. Sometimes I just, feel like a loser, for my background, where I came from, like with everything I have not accomplished during my life and shit. But like now I have seen, I have fucking this knowledge that I have. So it's up to me, I got all my fucking mints, all my DVCs, motherfuckers everywhere, right? It's up to us if we're gonna be, like if we're gonna be able to play it the right way, like to be able to be known as like Crypto Bro, to like 2028 or whatever, right? Or BTC Gold or whatever, right? New millionaire, he was able to back in the day, and we will have this share recorded, right? To come back and remember those days, right? Right now, you look at the prices, and it's just ridiculous, right? And a lot of us are wrecked because I don't know if you guys, but like I'm being DCA on everything. And let's be honest, right? If you do, it's okay too, right? Like who would have thought, M cent on Polygon being $360 for 1 billion will come down all the way to fucking 90 cents or something for 1 billion the other day. I'm scooping, like every other day or something, whenever I get a drip, I scoop a little bit. But it's crazy, right? So right now it's this is the deep, and a lot of it was deeper than these, like Avalanche, Send on Avalanche, went like close to $1 for 1 billion. So we got access to it, and a lot of us have the means, right? So let's just play this shit. It's build your position, make you a strategy. You know, I was I don't know who I was talking the other day about staking your sand, right? Like just think about this. This is crazy. Eat most or eat proof of work, right? Like if you have 1 trillion, you stake it 14 days. This year will give you 5 billion on 10 days. 1 trillion, right? So I don't know if we ever going to go back to the value we have on the last one, right? For saying on all of the smaller chains, right? Will be possible? I don't know. Maybe, but just think about if you hold 1 trillion on emos or eat proof of work, and you just keep staking it, staking it, staking it, staking it. And if that shit comes valuable, everything days. Let's say if 1 billion become the value comes to be like, I don't know, a year or two for now, $100 per Billy, you will get them 500 bucks every 10 days, a passive income. So it's a lot of different ways, right? Obviously, you cannot get 1 trillion, I don't think, right? Like if you try to get it, that's the bad thing. Like your position matters. Like with liquidity and fucking the sleepers and shit, that's the kind of like the same thing, right? You guys mining same blocks, right? The people they're like really, really DCAing this stuff, like myself, we been like digging this shit for a little bit. I was able to get like 5 billion here and eat proof of work. Oh, no liquidity, have to wait for liquidity to come. So it has not been easy for us to accumulate our stuff. It's like we mining because we have to like fucking, like, oh shit, can buy this shit today. And we were like struggling earlier, earlier back in the day for that. Now we got a little bit more access, and like you say, bro, like the place that you can swap. What's the place? Its name? I never use it. You can swap
Zenify.
your send
Zenify.
Zenify. Yeah, that one. So let's go, bro.
But yeah, Crypto Dude, I just want to push back on something that you said earlier. And if you were here next to me, I'd fucking jump kick you out of the window. You said that you're a loser. You
Oh
know,
shit.
not everyone, is born, into a well of situations, but you also got to remember that every seed that is planted, they don't grow and develop at the same time. Some seeds grow and develop faster than others, but at the end of the day, they all become trees. So don't say that to yourself. It's fucking smack the shit out of you next time.
I love you, bro. We will be all right. I feel like we're in the right place. What's up?
100%. And what make situations like you're in and a lot of people are in, I think a lot better than folks who are born well off. You know how hard it is to come up from the bottom to make it to where you are. So you value everything in life, whether it's money, family, but most of all time. You have a different perspective and you value things, differently. And I think that's something's worth much more than financial gains. So yeah, you're well off. So don't stress about it. Everything's going to happen in the right time.
Appreciate it, appreciate it, brother. I really do. We got 6 in the house. What up, 6? How you doing, sir?
Motherfucker, 25 fucking minutes, not gonna let you do it.
Where you talking about?
I'm waving at everybody. Nobody fucking got the fucking memo. I'm over here waving like if I broke my hand and shit.
Bro. We were like deep into this
Nah, I
shit.
know.
Okay. Apologize, sir. Apologize. Welcome to the fucking shot.
Now I was
Talk
gonna
your
say,
shit. What's going on, bro?
yo, Zinhits, what's going on with Cleo coming after you now?
Oh,
Buddy.
shit.
Yeah, yo, buddy. I was gonna say, bro, why are you paying Cleo too much attention, bro? I've
Oh,
already
man.
addressed this motherfucker over a year ago now. He's not gonna change. He will never change. Motherfucker, when I blocked him, he begged me to unblock him. So, yo, Zinhits, what's up with that tweet, bro? You want me to pin it to the top or what?
Yeah, please. Well, if Sense allow us to look at it, because I don't have a clue what's going on. So, what's going on, Senhat?
What up?
All right,
So,
pin it to the top.
Senhat, are you there, bro?
Yeah, bro.
What's going on? Before we let Cleo out, whatever. What's going on? Everything all right or what? They say Cleo coming after you or something?
Is Cleo what? Sorry, bro.
Cleo's coming after you?
Yeah, man, I'm worried about my life right now. Yeah, red flags.
Yo,
Nah,
Zinhits,
me
look at
personally,
the tweet I
I've
pinned
been
to the
staying away
top.
from all the community dramas and shit. And I seen a post about Cleo talking all this racist shit, and that was my last straw. And I was just like, yeah, enough of this shit.
Shit. Why don't you guys take this into samples weekly review?
What was that?
Oh shit.
You mean address it at a Simple's courtroom?
Yeah, cause it's coming up.
You gotta mute your mics. You can't hear
Oh,
nothing.
shit.
Who doesn't? Oh, Senhat?
Yeah, you guys, I can't hear shit, bro. You guys need to mute your mics if you're not speaking.
Oh.
Yo, remove this fucker, dude. He's not even a fucking host up here to try to regulate the room.
Yeah, who even is this guy anyway?
And, yeah, I was tracking Rome's wallet and he just purchased TDX, so he thinks he's fucking entitled.
Oh my goodness. I was just roaming the streets.
What's up, bro?
What's up, deadheads? What's going on? What's going on?
You got your first Zen block yet?
I got a super block, my brother. How about that?
Oh shit, it's moving up in the world.
No, but for real, yeah, Cryptodude, for real. Like, what does he mean by I do not advise interacting with anything he is founder of. You have been warned. Why is he warning us?
Who's been warned for what? Who got warned by who?
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Who's been warning people, bro? Who's warned who? Find out.
I know one thing. I'm really hot and shit.
Yeah, but
And,
that's true though. I seen that tweet. I didn't like that tweet.
I have not seen it.
I
Post
didn't
it.
like that, insinuating that
Oh, yeah.
there's some fraudulent shit going on with Zen heads, which I like Zen heads, and I think that we ought to let it out and quit the bullshit.
That's interesting.
Should we call Jack? So
Kojak, bro.
Jack can fucking beat the fucking
Cleo
judge
up here. Call Cleo just like he asked me to take his picture down because he didn't like the fact that I had his picture on my profile, and I honored him and I took it down.
What? He's asking you to change your pictures now? Like,
No. I had a picture of him. You guys
Oh.
gotta mute your mic, bro. Two people can't talk, bro.
Oh shit. I just
Yo, bring up Cleo, the pilot scammer, bro.
let Cleo up.
Yo, Cleo, get your ass up here, you fucking pilot scammer.
Yeah, says I didn't see anything, but like if someone's like making claims that you do something, if they make the claim, bring the receipts right away. Don't just make fucking claims out of nowhere and expect to get traction. Like this shit that happened yesterday. Claim was made, what evidence? So let's see the evidence, unless there's none.
Hey,
Well,
Cleo.
according to Ice Cube and Hexy, you don't need any evidence, just a recording because your work counts.
Hey, Cleo, listen to me. Raise your hand. You're gonna swear, motherfucker. Right? You're gonna come into the room, and we're gonna give it to you, right? And if you disrespectful in any way, I will bring you down just because I want to be fair, right? So yeah, bro. It's not about freedom of speech. It's about respect one another, right? So he left, right? It's just it is what it is, bro. Like this motherfucker, he doesn't gonna stop doing these things, you know. So I don't know, you know. You guys see did you guys see a numbers tweet earlier about that? You know, that's pretty sad, you know, that people in the community cannot even join us to fucking, you know, chat with us just because, Cleo and shit. So
Cryptodude, bro. I've addressed this a long ass time ago, bro. Not to say that it was me in particular, but his behavior toward the engagement he was bringing into the community.
I mean, what can you do though? Like, for me sometimes,
Well,
like
Cryptodude,
I better be off just the fucking space, and
he
just
can't do shit because then fucking Cloudcox fucking took him under his wing and then brought him back in, dude. When I told him motherfucking not to do that shit, dude, I'm being serious. And then fucking Cloudcox was buddies with fucking Cleo, and then ever since that this is what it is, bro. After I had told everybody in the community, this motherfucker decided to go to the authorities where I'm at and try to report me and do a fake report. And this is why I originally blocked him, because of this whole nonsense that he creates. And it's
See,
weird, though. And it's weird though because, like, dude, why? Like, a couple of hours, send hits. A couple of hours ago, he was going after fucking Richard Hart's brother, talking about he found coke residue in his nose and enlarged the photo. And then 2 hours later, according to this tweet, now he's going after you. So it's like, yo, are you running out of fucking? Are you going after every loose end you find?
He's just mad I blocked him about his racial shit. I understand. I don't even give a shit, to be honest. Like, I have zero bones of give a fuck towards Cleo. I've had my back and forth with Cleo in the past, and I doubt it will be the last. But I'm not bothered. I'm not all about arguing with community and all this drama bullshit that he's on and disrespecting people's races, Chinese, black people, this, that. I'm just like, yo, bro, what's the Chinese people ever done to you? Asked him that in one post, he don't reply. Like, it's just constant bullshit from this guy. So I don't want to entertain him no more. That's why I blocked him. I don't even like blocking people. But yeah, sometimes you gotta block people, man. Just get them out your fucking shit. keep seeing the same shit every
I would
time.
love to hear you, Zenheads, but I can't hear you. Could you please mute your mics if you're not speaking?
Yeah, you might have to reset.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
have
might
to
have
get
to
out and
reset
come
the
back
app,
in.
bro.
So you're gonna take Cleo to the quarter law of samples, or you want him to be doing it here right now? Because I have like maybe 30 more minutes. He left. He's still here. I don't care about like I say, I go for the right stuff, man. The justice.
I mean, if I get a chance to speak during simple space, I just want to bring up, the whole racism is not a good action, good thing in the community. I'm just gonna keep it high level. I'm not gonna get like in specific names and stuff like that. I'm just gonna express to everyone who's listening that racism is a no go. Whether it's it's like overt or like fucking targeting someone, that shit should not be standard for. Whether it's someone who's doing it, someone's receiving it, or like the hosts or whatever. No one should have to like put up or accept that shit. That's definitely a no go. But if I get a chance to speak during simple space, I'll bring it up, keep it high level, not specifically target anyone, but I'm gonna just remind the community that we have like a code of standard that we should try to upkeep, at a bare minimum, and racism is not one of them.
Exactly, bro. Sorry to cut you guys off, but that shit really bothered me yesterday, man. I was listening to everything, but see how I am. I let every man, defend himself, right? This guy hasn't come at me and tell me nothing. That's why I haven't, talk shit to him or nothing, right? Because I believe we all gotta stand for ourselves. But I heard that shit yesterday, and I was all like, this motherfucker, bro. Like it bugged me, right? Because I come from a Mexican family, and they always fucking calling us names. I'm pretty sure everybody could relate. It don't matter if you're Mexican, black, white, whatever, right? But it's like, bro, like that's not acceptable. Not for me, But that's why I don't respect them, man. That's why I don't give them, like my time of the day. I hear him talking shit about women, talking shit about everybody. Every day it's a new shit with this fool, and I'm all like, man, bro, like, you know, I think it's better for us not to, give him acknowledge and give him that power that he wants. And because if you let it keep going and give him the mic and he just keeps talking shit and everybody's laughing, it's like he thinks it's cool, which is not, and it really hurt me, man, because my parents are immigrants. I was born here. I might have the accent, but like I grew up like that, bro. Like I look like if I'm from Mexico, and they always call me fucking wetback and all this stupid shit. And I was like, bro, like I was born here. What the fuck are you talking about? So I know exactly what how that feels. So I just want to say that, man. Like we gotta stop, giving people that power, bro. For real.
Yeah,
Well,
100%.
you should give the thanks to Cloudcox for doing that.
That Cloudcast will be host with samples after his review, maybe weekly review. Or they're not doing it again together no more. I'm I'm out of whack.
I think Richard Cog is gonna be Simple's co-host for the Simple Sunday Space.
Okay. So yeah, it was a nice fucking space. Crypto bro, thank you for stopping by, bro. Everyone, every single one of you. Because it was a really like a long space, but we talk so much stuff, right? So at the end of the day, it's just every day, looking at the markets, look at the sentiment around everything else, and just try to do our thing, right? Keep doing our strategies and stuff.
And that was positive, bro. Like that's why, like I respect you and Sendheads every time, bro. Like you guys do a space, it's like you guys try to keep it clean and let people talk. You feel me? Like it's all about respect. How you want somebody to respect you if you don't respect them? Like what the fuck? Like I don't get that, bro. Like I don't know. I was just born raised different. I'm sorry, but that's what I think.
Go ahead, Six.
I wanted to give a shout outs to Crypto Bro, and I wanted to address one of the tweets that he tweeted about 1 day ago, exactly, I guess 24 hours. I pinned it to the top. I'm just gonna read it. It's very interesting because ever since I came into Zen, it's been about game theory and potentially what could happen and what can we do. And his tweet about a day ago was the game isn't about minting fast. The game is about how long can you last or outlast.
Sounds like the name of my sex tape.
Hey, I just heard my name, but I'm vacuuming, so I heard it through the vacuum.
What you doing over there through the vacuum? Minting Zen blocks or what?
And I'm trying to. I don't know, bro. I'm torn, bro. Tell me what y'all do. I sweep and then vacuum up the pile. Do you sweep and do a dustpan, or do you vacuum your dust?
I get a Roomba.
So I sweep and I use the dustpan, and then whatever's left over, I vacuum it.
All right, that's intuitive. That's intuitive.
Man, when you guys get that Zen, cash out in a fucking couple years, get some robot vacuums and robot mops. You don't
Oh,
need to
here
sweep
comes
it anymore.
Buddy.
Yo, buddy, all they're doing right there is just another microphone to listen to you to the places where they can't reach already with all your connected devices to the internet, bro. Come on.
And Buddy's the only person with a actual robotic vacuum that has a tinier robotic vacuum inside of that robotic vacuum to get those corner areas that no one else would get, but it's only at Buddy's house. So we gotta operation steal that shit from Buddy.
I told the missus if I find like a good robotic doll, her days are numbered.
Damn, okay.
I'm kidding, babe. I love you.
You're like, I don't want to sleep outside with the dog. I just play.
Fuck
You mean
no.
sleep
It's
outside with
cold.
his robotic vacuum?
Nah, that was fucking cool, man. For you to stop by. It's been a while, man. You know who's fucking missing too? Kid. Kid come back. Maybe he stayed for a couple spaces, and then he take off again.
Wait, when did he
Motherfucker.
come?
When Kid
When did he come back?
returns,
When did he come back? Because I saw some updated status of him saying that how he's gonna talk to someone in heaven or some shit like that. Did he come back recently, like within the past 2 or 3 weeks?
Zen Rich.
Oh, Zenrich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
also,
What
yeah,
became
he's
of
also,
Zenrich? Is Zenrich back? Did anyone hear from him since we saw that status update?
yeah,
No.
he's never coming back, bro. I already said that.
yeah, I haven't talked to Rich in hell long. I was fortunate to get kind of personal with Rich, and I got his number. So then when everybody was like looking for him, I texted him, but he never texted me back. So my assumption is maybe he's just not in crypto, because that's how I think about with Kid too. And Kid's only like 19 or 20, something like that. So it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of people. I mean, we the real OGs because we still here. But there's some people who really thought they was gonna be rich off of Zen in 200 to 400 days. So they fell off the boat, and now we will see them when they come back, bro. Turning point, turning point. That's how you know, like, oh, cool, like, cool. I'm starting to see that. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know you're becoming an OG in crypto, when you start seeing people come the fuck back. That's a big ass signal. Because I see Kid though, he be in my chat sometimes saying what's up. So if you see him in the stream, ask him when he's coming back to the spaces.
No, but all kidding aside, talk about Zenrich now. It's just that he's out of Zen, right? Out of crypto, or is he not just gonna do something to himself? Like when you say he's not coming back.
I think he's just out of crypto.
Okay, good.
According to Todd, he said or stated that his wallets got hacked because a gift that Todd had sent him, and we tracked his wallets. and his wallet ended up being it sold an NFT that Tad gave him, which according to Rich, he was never gonna sell, and it got sold for under floor value into an address that we believe it's a scammer's address,
So you got trained.
something like that.
Hey, we talking about Rich right now like he a ghost. But what's funny though about that ghost named Rich, he was one of the first people in our community to think of a real world use case for Zen. And what he did was he figured out a way for people to watch ads and then use that ad money to buy to send it to ETH and then do like Zen mints and like Polygon and stuff like that. He was one of the first people to do that. And then when that's what helped me start to understand how we can make it real. When Rich showed me he was doing that, I was like, oh my God, bro, we could literally set up a table outside somewhere in the reality and give Zen away for free, or like figure out a way we can try to onboard people as they walk past us. Like we're telling them like, hey, you can mint some crypto right now. And it's real. But shout outs to Rich. I hope he's doing well. But yeah, he was one of the first people in this community to really think outside the box of how can we make it real. Nowadays we don't really talk about how we can make it real. But I still think Zen is real. So let's talk about making it real again. Let's make Zen real again.
I'm down for that, bro. Shit. I think like you're right. Like I don't want to believe it though, because I had that same thought about why these people leave and then they come back afterwards. Like you see that happens a lot, but like I always thought that they want to be disconnected from Twitter, and they just come back and chill again and stuff. But like, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a time that it's just the trend is going to take off and it's going to leave you behind if you're just doing that, right? So,
Well, the way I see it, Crypto Dude is a mini cycle within the cycle. And then you guys got to realize that every cycle, people come on and come off. You know, once they make their money, they leave crypto. And then when they go broke or, they want to make their backs grow again, they come back
When
to
they go
fucking
broke,
crypto again.
you were hit it right on the head. Right when they go broke, they go, hey, what's up in the crypto space?
Yeah.
We leaving them people behind though. That's what I'm saying. 24, I'm hype, bro. Niggas gonna come in and be like, hey, how do I make some money over here? And I'm gonna be like, you should have been here 23.
Should have been listening when you were preaching the word.
So many people about to pop up. Hey, I don't know if it was today. Is today the day that Solana started or Coinbase started taking mainnet Solana? Is that today, or does anybody know that?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I think it might be today. So that Coinbase just for New Yorkers at least. That's why I'm equipped with this knowledge. They opened up portals so you can now swap Matic and Solana directly to Coinbase, where I don't need anymore to use just Ethereum to cash out. I can go from Solana or Matic, and that's kind of huge for me because now everything changes for the philosophy of off ramping, where I'm like, oh, okay, like my ramps have just like if if Solana really came online today, my ramps just changed because I got some Solana that I would love to cash out, but I've been waiting for it to be easier. And what I'm trying to get at is a lot of people are getting ready to come into crypto, but they're going to come in through the fiat exchanges, and then they're going to buy the biggest crypto that's making the most noise. So I'm keeping my eye on Solana, bro. I fucking hate Solana, but like they have so many VC ties and so many people are banking on Solana being successful that if they really opened up this portal today for Coinbase, I would not be surprised to see Solana start taking BNB. Let's talk some crypto. So like what if Solana takes over Binance Chain and Binance Chain is no longer like the hottest shit out? And for dApps and stuff. I know Pulse Chain is trying to do it too. So I know a lot of that's the narrative right now for the side chains is like, hey, we're going to be better and bigger than BSC. And if you weren't around before BSC became $200, $300. It was only $17 and $10. That shit was trading sideways at 17 and 10 for like, you could go look at the chart for like a long time, and then out of nowhere it just clicked. Like all of people in crypto were like, oh, Binance chain is just an RPC change. It's not like Tron or EOS where you need a whole separate wallet. So that's what helped Launchpad be Binance chain. So I wouldn't be surprised, bro, to see wake up one morning and just see Solana at like $200, $300 and it never go back. And everybody's like, why is this happening? And it's just because they're so accessible. It doesn't matter that people it's centralized. It's just like access. People fuck with the access.
But don't forget,
Exactly.
Sprit Finance, because you could off ramp directly with crypto from your DeFi wallet, so you don't have to go through like the central exchanges and report on your taxes. You could just use something like Sprit Finance or fucking Bitrefill to get gift cards. So there's ways around off ramping without Coinbase, or exchanges.
I feel that. I mean, you know where I come from, buddy. I just don't think mass adoption is gonna use it. Like it's like I like to use the movies as another good regular person indicator, right? Look how Barbie did numbers. But then when you really think about Barbie, right, it's the biggest movie of 23. If you haven't seen it yet, you're doing a good job because I mean, like it's the biggest movie. They throwing that shit at people now. Like they like watch this shit. And did you know Mattel is one of the biggest corporations to ever exist? They used to really make appliances back in the 50s. That shit blows my mind. Like they were making motherfucking refrigerators and shit like them, and they're still really tapped in. Now let me get back to what I'm trying to get at. Mass adoption. Barbie movie is a perfect example of when people don't know, but there's an object that they do, so they spend. And that's kind of how I think of like mass adoption in crypto. People don't know what crypto is, but they know Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what if Solana, because of the way that they're moving in the crypto space, like they've already mindfucked crypto users. So what happens when they get to the masses? And then you can go from like Coinbase to Solana, make some racks, go back to Coinbase, send it to your bank, and you're like sick, right? Like I think that's like mass adoption. Like that's what I've been waiting for. And it's crazy to see it finally 2024, like Coinbase opened up Pandora's box, because think about it, they've kept that shit closed for they could have been had more than just Avalanche and ETH as on ramps for New Yorkers, but they made pipeline or what they call choke points on purpose so that they can basically watch us as we move around. Like, I really don't give a fuck because I'm staying all crypto, but I just want more money to come into the space. And that's kind of how I see that funneling system happening. Like it's funneling the money only into certain blockchains so that all of the liquidity is monitored, in my opinion, where like if and then that might be a reason for you not to be 100% on Solana, because you are for sure giving your data away to Coinbase, to all the VCs on Solana, to basically FTX data points, because it comes from FTX. So yeah, I mean that's why I love too the Zenblocks are attacking Solana in a technical fashion to make Solana's tech better. So hopefully we are the like full mass adoption like tool in general. But I could see Solana being huge, bro. Like I mean, I can see it being so big, man. It's fucked up. I hate it. I fucking hate it. But this must have been what people felt like when they realized that Cardano was going to be good, but they hated it. Or like they realized that XRP was going to be good, and then they fucking hated it. Like that's like me right now in Solana.
Give me a target for Solana all time high, because I have one.
Hey, bro, I'm saying it's gonna do
1,000. Yeah.
BSC. So out of nowhere, it's gonna go from where we are today to like $200, and then it's never gonna go back. Everyone's gonna be waiting for the retrace, but then they're gonna have to come to the realization that like now
Yeah.
liquidity is being put into Solana, so the price is reflecting how much liquid is floating into the ecosystem. The only reason Binance Chain went up, bro. I swear to God, that issue was at $17 for so long. I was so confused when it went to $300. I was standing naked.
And you probably can't do much about it, right? You just like paralyzed, right? Watching the fucking chart, right? Just go up.
Bro, it still hasn't retraced. And now that we're back in a bull, it's not that was the signal. Like CB did it right, and everyone's trying to follow that model now. of how you connect the RPC to MetaMask, and then you create a utility off of the MetaMask being basically the interoperability hub. I mean, the only thing that Binance did, like BNB before, was like hella whack. When they did Binance Smart Chain, it was still whack when they had their own extension. As soon as that shit went to MetaMask, $17, $300, dude, I was fucking freaking out. I was like, oh shit. I
Actually,
hope it
Crypto
comes
Bro is
down.
right. Hello?
Someone say something.
Yeah, somebody
I
said
answered the
hello.
phone.
I heard someone say something, but
I
shit.
think that was
Oh,
Tekken.
all right. Speak your shit. Whoever did. I love it though. I love the
No,
whole
I'm trying to see if my mic's working. Is my
BNB.
mic working?
You're
We
rugging.
can.
Okay. So I wanted to add on to what Crypto Bro was saying because literally the reason why he was right, the reason why BNB chain blew up because it was like literally the only layer 2 for Ethereum, and once they added their RPC to MetaMask, all the projects started building on Binance chain. So they just all the liquidity just fled over there because it was a lot cheaper to interact. And again, I hated it because like it was so easy to scam people on Binance Smart Chain. That's why I really like don't play on it that much. But yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's me too. That's why like I wasn't prepared for Zen on Binance, and I had a vendetta against it because I was like, oh no, man, I know the story of this chain, and no one really knows it. Because when you roll back to that moment as well, you put Tron and Binance chain side by side. Both of them were doing the same thing, right? CZ and Justin Sun, they're like, but basically brothers. They're not, but basically. And what Justin Sun wouldn't do was make Tron an RPC for MetaMask, and that's all CZ took advantage of. And imagine if Justin Sun would have done that. But again, he had his own agenda, and to this day, he still does. Like he's like, no, I don't fuck with any other crypto, but Tron and Tron ecosystem. And I mean that you see his shit going on right now. Tron is a tight ass blockchain. Shout out to Josh. I see him in the crowd. He knows what's up. Tron is a dope blockchain. But that was what that's the reason why Tron is 10 cents in my opinion. And Binance Smart Chain is 3 or BNB is 300. It was the attempt of merging liquidities that allowed the crypto community to comprehend what the future could look like. And then we get all these other chains in 2000 what was it 19, everybody who had a fucking RPC on MetaMask. And now that what do you call it, Jack has taught me how this works with Zen blocks, I'm like, oh shit, like that was just plug and play for anybody who wanted success. If you wanted
Yeah.
success, you knew like that was part of it.
Look, not to cut you off, but people,
Nah, go
look,
in, bro.
this guy is young, but he absorbed so much knowledge over a short period of time. Oh my God. Guys, look, all of the he is giving you guys so much knowledge. Like, because for a lot of you guys who wasn't around for all of the everything he's talking about, I just happened to be around for. So he's literally just speaking history. It's actual facts. If you go back in time, like you'll see all of the things he's talking about.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
100%. It's basically like, you're in a test, right? And there's this one kid who knows all the answers. He's like this fucking, you know, nerd, geek, whatever it is that you want to call him, quote unquote. And he has all the fucking answers. And he's like, hey, dude, yeah, you need some help with question number 3. The answer is A. You need help with question number 7? The answer is C. He's like literally giving us the answers to the fucking test. And, it's a learning experience. And it's really cool that, we've been brought along for this ride. Because, folks like you mentioned, Tekken, folks who weren't there for the last bull run, like we're seeing like the small pieces that he's integrating, and question the technology or not, from a marketing perspective at least, is going to do really, really well.
Because a lot of it, dude, the psychology, what he was explaining, Crypto Bro is explaining is the psychology of the market, especially with Solana. I seen this when the downfall of FTX and Solana tried to get out of the shadow of FTX. Now they already got out of the shadow of FTX, and you guys don't even know how many projects is being ported straight over to Solana, meaning they're giving up their own blockchain to go live on Solana. Why? Because it's easy. Why you think the NFT craze in the last market popped off? It was Solana. So to bet against, I don't care how bad you don't like it. I don't like it. But the project that I backed, they moved to Solana. So what do you expect me to do now? That's like, you want me to break up with my girlfriend because she moved to a different state? Hell nah. Like, that's stupid. So I gotta live with
Hey,
it.
did you hear about D Gods? They going back to Solana, bro. The
Yes,
biggest project
yes.
left, and they going back. What the fuck? No, the D God's going back lets me know that it's all strategy. Like everybody in Solana camp, they are working together to gather everyone together. Because Frank is a huge, huge node. Oh yeah, all of us are nodes, guys. In case you didn't know, if you're into Zen, you're officially a human node. You're traveling with knowledge that once you share to someone else, you're spreading the knowledge. So just be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday. You're a node. If you didn't know, you're a node. Okay. You hold in knowledge, you get to spit it, people receive it, and they're gonna take it. And that's why you're here today. But in Solana, they have a lot of nodes. Like we have one, his name is Jack Levin. Thank God, right? Shit, thank God, right? We got one node. So all of us are going to become more nodes because he's given us the knowledge so that we can talk about it to other people to educate them from what we're hearing from our node, right? So in Solana, they are using the psychology of one person being the overlord for a ton of people to move around their economics. So like that's kind of why like I was like, man, the psychology strategy of Solana, I fucking hate it. But it's exactly what is today's crypto. It's everything. It's like when XRP came out. XRP was everything of that time period of crypto capsulated inside of XRP, right? And everyone in Bitcoin hated it. The Ethereum people hated it. But the people who didn't fade it and just knew that it was crypto and that they had a narrative and that they were basically psychology using psychology to their advantage to get the market to understand and comprehend a potential vision that still hasn't come to fruition because right there ain't no fucking banks that use XRP, but they still pushing that shit. We're gonna be the bank, right? So I see that in Solana. I see them pushing art. I see them marketing to people who are gonna chance on or who are going to put a chance in themselves, right? And that's why Zen blocks is important to loop it all back. Like we're putting chances on ourselves. Every single Zenian, you fucking betting on you. Now imagine, now look at Solana as if it was supposed to attract you. Like you can start seeing the psychology of those that are intrigued by it. You can see how you might see a reflection of yourself, bro. You might be like, yo, that was me 2 years ago. You know, I say that a lot in the crypto space nowadays. I'm like, whoa, fuck, that was me 5 years ago, or like you know what I'm saying though. Every time something new comes out, it feels like a past me. And in Solana, I'm looking at it with that vision, and I'm not gonna miss this fucking boat, bro. There's no way. I'm definitely gonna be on the other side of this green candle saying, yes, I'm selling the shit out of whatever the fuck Solana's turning into. But I wish I was scooping the lows. I mean, these are the lows, but you know, like if you could have got it for $16, would it
eight
didn't even go
dollars,
all the way to
bro.
like $5 something?
$8, bro.
Yeah, $8.
$8 the deep for Solana. Yeah, or something like
Yeah, it's like
the
50. Yeah, 58.
fuck. That's when
Bro,
you
I
feel the
found some Solana. Like I found some Solana, and I'm over here wondering if I should sell it. But then that's why I started to be like, I put myself in this position for a reason on accident. So let me look at what accident just happened. Like let's evaluate this. And that's when I started to really uh, put more emphasis on this idea that oh, this is a marketing and it can be huge. Where like this blockchain, it's like a shoe store. a ton of different brands. It's not going to just be one brand. And then even that inside of the brand, they might have 4 or 5 different identities, right? They might have a Nike Dunk, a Nike Air Force, a Nike basketball, blah, 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 right? So like that's kind of how I'm seeing blockchain on a mass adoption scale. I'm seeing people hone in on a brand if they don't know about technology, right? So like all of us, we're a little techie, so that's why we're honing in on tech more than we're honing in on brand, and then we're blessed if it has a brand. And I'm telling y'all, we got a fucking brand. Don't worry about it. We're fucking good. Like our brand is epic. Zen, you hear that shit? Zen, right? Our brand is tight. What we are still of how do we or how do we bring people in without doing what Solana's doing. I think Jack is doing a great job. He got me up all last year. This year I'm depleted. I got 0 hopium. I'm mining Zen blocks. I get it. And I'm spreading that message as well, right? So don't fade Solana, if coming from me at least, because I'm seeing all the same things. And look at Jack. He's even jumping on the back of that shit with the whole Zen blocks is going to move faster than Solana, and then educated us about why Solana's fast so that we can understand that it's all gas. You're like, oh shit, yeah, this is just gas, and they're gassing up the whole planet right now. And all they're doing is just running the best computer nodes. So they get finite transactions. And then VCs are just getting behind this idea of like, yeah, let's build servers for Solana because we can onboard everybody here. Maybe we get a Twitter out of Solana. Right now they're like circle jerking because they got the best VC tech monitoring everybody's data. And then everybody's wondering, why the fuck am I getting this ad? I just talked out loud. It's like, nah, you've been looking at that ad. Man, big corporation got such a I don't know. That's a whole nother topic, but yeah, that's where I'm coming from. That's the fight. That's the real mediocre fight we're fighting. Is this big corporation? And with Zen blocks, we are essentially taking what Solana has because it is a good blockchain. Their problem and their downfall is that it's centralized because of how powerful the chain is and how they can't have any any fuckery in the chain, or they're gonna have to shut the chain down and fork it and start over. So like that's kind of why I think Solana is being so secured in a VC atmosphere. So it's like, yeah, they're protecting your investment for sure because they're making sure that there's zero fuckery. Meanwhile, in Zen blocks, we're trying to merge this world where you have the best hardware and then you have the best user. So then now you have a open source system because the best user is going to bring the best developer because the developer is going to solve their problems. Right. And the best user is going to have all the problems. That's why they're a fucking user, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, you know, until they learn it. And then they're like, oh, I'm an autopilot user. I don't need to hit up the manual or ask for anybody, right? But to get your business started, you're always going to have a user who doesn't know what they're doing. And that's kind of why I love the way Zen is being built out. If you see how it's working now, like we have like layers to everything to get people to the bigger picture, which is like the fight against Solana and like the fight of how do you be a better Ethereum, how do you be a bigger Bitcoin, like all that big ass things that we're going for in crypto. But yeah, don't fade Solana because you'll learn a lot about Zen blocks if you are getting into Solana. So I guess I'm not shilling it. I'm just saying, don't fade it.
He's just being real. He's just being real.
No, it's just mind blowing. Like uh, with all of these that you just like help us to understand Solana and all of that. X1 though, X is going to be a fucking flawless blockchain, right?
Monster.
Like because all of these fucking time that Jack have uh research all these different blockchains, right? And putting all of that together, and stuff. Like now with some blocks, right? And people, the hype, the hoping with the blocks, right? 10 blocks. You think, bro? You think X1 is gonna be integrated on top of the blocks? Oh,
Well, actually, we started to untangle it all. I would say in the last week or so, it's becoming more and more apparent because it's like the way that the technology is being rolled out and the way that the tests are being tested and remixed to a certain direction, right? Like there's a certain direction that Jack has, and then there's a consensus of understanding crypto that the Zenians have. So when we all meet in parallel, like that's when it's gravy. Kind of like the GPU miner is a good example of that. When it first rolled out, only I think like a couple people were doing it in the community, and then more people started to do it, and then we like all like kind of learned how we can do it and be safe about it. And then me and Tree City West both came out with a guide within 24 hours. That after like in the chat, everybody was like, "Okay, cool, we've grooved this out. Like, I think we can push it to everybody." And then y'all all came online after we started to like make sure it was grooved, right? So like X1 is essentially just a port on top of Zenblocks. So Zenblocks is a security layer. Anybody can build a blockchain on top of it. And now again, blockchain is the future. So that's supply chain, that's organization, that's what do you call it? You know, anything, bro. Anything that needs organization and needs a fucking column on an Excel sheet, that's blockchain. So X1 is a secure layer of blockchain. So people can build on top of X1 to secure their, let's say, in our case, it'd be a developer. Like if I'm in a dev on your blockchain and you're telling me I got to turn on a node and I'm only going to get Litecoin, but Solana's the hottest one. Like to what we're saying, me and Tekken, why the fuck would I do anything on Litecoin? Like Solana's blowing up. Like I'm going where the money is. Like I'm a developer. I need the users. So devs can essentially build with Zenblocks and build a blockchain that mines their coin and Zenblocks, and it's securing Zenblocks. So now they have the security of Zenblocks because again, they can tell their dev like, hey, just while we're doing this, we mine in Zenblocks, so we at least we're connected to some monetary value. If that's, we're just all hypothetical, right? But let's say Zenblocks does become something, right? So now you're connecting yourself automatically to a security level to build a blockchain on top of it and have support from others. The more complex your side of Zenblocks becomes, that's on you. But if you want to, like I said, start, you have Zenblocks to start on top of. And X1 chain is going to be the first iteration of what that looks like for a developer. So if you're a dev and you're really curious about this shit, you should be hyped for X1 because it's gonna show you how you can basically deploy a blockchain on top of a blockchain. But right now we're learning how you create the blockchain that people can deploy on top of, and how can we make it the most secure, the fastest, because fuck Solana and Caspa, and then how can we integrate this into simplicity so that more people can join without having to have technical understanding of what they're doing, right? Like I said, bring it down, or as I've been saying, bringing it to a button. Once we get Zenblocks to a button, more people will comprehend it because then it's just a fucking button. It's kind of like Zen. Like Zen is just a button of crypto. Like it's just mint. Everything else behind the mint button, you know nothing about, but you know, okay, I want 420 days. Start. You feel me? So that's what's dope right now. We're all nodes. We all got information. So right now, everybody is downloading and figuring out how we're going to distribute this new ledger to new ideas that will also be able to benefit from the ledger, creating their own ledgers, creating their own blockchains. And that's kind of the difference between Zenblocks and other chains. Other chains are only attracting developers by making noise and bringing in users, but then they get stuck with a bunch of users that are just standing there waiting for the pump. Then the users fall off. Solana goes to $8. Then BitBoy gets wrapped up. He says, hey, fuck it. Solana's going up. And now Solana's back at 58. But when you look at Solana's tech, yes, it is equipped for scaling. So it is going to do great as they bring in people, because you can bring in people because there won't be a lot of interference like an Ethereum where the gas prices go up. So the interference with the user that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, you know, you're a Zinian, you see this already. You're built, you're ready for this shit. You've already experienced this for 300 some days. Everything they teach in the masses, you're already get it, bro. So what's fire right now is, to answer your question, Crypto Dude, X1 is just gonna be on top of X or Zen blocks, and it's gonna be a settlement layer for Zen blocks, which means that there will be actions happening on X1 that will relay to Zen blocks, and Zen blocks will also work as a confirmation system to relay information back to verify that both parties are on the same consensus. So you have an immutable system, just like Bitcoin, right? And that's what's so beautiful about what's happening right now is it once it works, then it's cool. Let's throw the fucking canvases up. Who's got the bucket of paint? Who's got the boombox, bro? We about to start creating in this bitch, and then a bunch of other people will probably start seeing what we're doing, and then they'll be intrigued, like, "Hey, how did you get off the ground so quick?" And then the "How did you get off the ground so quick" story will always have, "Oh, I started on Zen blocks in XYZ 1, 2, 3." You feel me? So that's kind of like what to expect with X1 chain. And again, to put this all into perspective back to Zen, this is what protects Zen. Because in order to get the most X1, you're going to need the most Zen. And that's kind of why I was saying in the beginning, I'm feeling like you're just supposed to just make it and burn it. Like, I think that's like what you're doing. You're like, if you ride motorcycles back in the day, you had a fucking kick that start that bitch. You had to put force behind the engine to get the pistons turning. And that's kind of how I feel like what we're doing when we make Zen is you're starting your engine, and the more and more you make, and the further you dive in into the information, the faster your engine can possibly become because you'll have it all. And then everybody else will be looking at you because you're a fucking node now. You're a node of Zen. You're like, you can make a faucet site. Okay, here's some free ideas. Okay. So yeah, like I'm mining a bunch of Zen blocks. How do I make Zen blocks valuable to the community around me? And I'm not like a fucking nerd. Well, I'm a nerd, but like I'm not like a super nerd like in Zen blocks. There's some fucking super nerds, man. I'm not on their nerd level. But how do I make it so that it's a button, right? A faucet, a simple faucet. I can mine all these Zen blocks and then just give them back to everybody. And then I build around that. And then that's how you connect yourself to the chain, right? Now, if I want to get super nerdy with it, here's another free idea of essentially what X1 is, but it's just like to separate it so that it has more volume. I want to start I want to start a business venture, and I want to be a supply chain, and I want to organize wine. So I'm gonna run my shop, and I'm gonna upload all this data to a blockchain that's running with Zen blocks as basically its security layer. So I don't have to I mean, I can maybe I could host my own server for a little bit, but let's say we want to distribute this as like a wine idea for everybody on the planet. See, decentralized motherfucking wine list. I don't know. I don't know why you would do this. But like, yeah, you want this out for everybody to see it. So you use Zen blocks as basically your bridge to the crypto ecosystem so that you can get a developer that can build this out for you. And then when the dev builds it out and then it's attached to Zen blocks, you can then tell other people like, hey, turn this miner on, mine this wine coin, help secure this network and this network. And I don't know, I hope your wine coin makes some fucking money or some shit. You see what I mean? Like, it's just, it's like we never had this before where we are building on top of the layer. We've gotten really close to it. Taproot is pretty close. But again, the problem with Taproot is it takes too much data to make an avatar. So like by the time the avatar is made, it was 80 years later and shit. It's like, fuck, you know, like we could have did this faster on Ethereum, right? But then Ethereum, it has those fees. So it's just that friction right there where I want to build a product on ETH, but if I do, my user's subjective to the fees, right? So okay, let's do layer 2. All right, let's go to Matic. All right, or let's go to Avalanche. Oh shit, now I'm fucking 2 blockchains away from Bitcoin. Right? So the problem is that's like, at least to me, that's the problem. And Zen blocks, in my opinion, is solving that by building the security layer first and then allowing developers to build on top of that with their own chain and not fork themselves out of the total network to create their own business, their own blockchain, their own ledgers. And we'll see that demonstrated with X1 whenever it's live.
And just to put
So
things in the perspective of what Crypto Bro is just saying, like if you're tapped into the Blocks Telegram group or maybe, checking in frequently with what Jack said on Twitter, it's apparent that he's going after Solana's neck with the blockchain that he's building right now. And, if you look at the numbers that Solana did last year, I'm sorry, not last year, but last bull run in 2021, 2022, they came close to $80 billion market cap. They're like 70 something. So even if we do get a portion of that, and I think we potentially can, especially if Jack does decide to roll it with that 80% fee back to the dev, I think, some folks will jump ship or maybe just look to bring some of their projects over to X1, and that in itself, 80% back to the community, you know, that has a project life. For example, Shiba Inu decides to launch on, X1 or whatever the gods decides to launch on X1, 80% back to that community is going to incentivize those folks to come over. So I think that's something that Jack is looking to do. But this is all opium, just to
You
put
know,
things into perspective.
to combat what you just said though, buddy, this is why Zenblox still is the most secure reason, or this is why Zenblox has to exist. Because still, if I'm porting my project over to X1 chain and I'm still subjective to stress levels based on whatever, my bad, security levels of proof of stake. So maybe my DApp is just a little bit more secure. Like I have a bigger dream and I want bigger players, I want bigger participants. That's when Zenblox comes back in, because now you can remove yourself from that POS risk and move into a very, very secure area. And that's kind of why like I'm horny for Zenblox, because there's a finite supply of XN tokens. So XNM, which is the name of the blockchain for Zenblox. It's Zenium. So when you're minting a Zen block, you get a block, but that block comes with 10 XNM tokens, which is going to have a halvening every year. So every year is going to half by 2, I guess. So this year we're getting 10 for every one block. Next year we'll be getting 5 for every one block. Third year we'll be getting, so on and so on. And that XNM or that XNM will be the gas token on Zenblox to move tokens around on that shit, whatever. And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, eventually, people will probably be like, "Hey, my DApp's a little too big for what we got going on X1, and maybe to scale it security wise, we want to bring some data back to Zenblox. But in order for us to do that, we got to make our own blockchain." And that means that we're you see what I mean? Like now we're beefing up the security of Zenblox, making Zenblox more secure and helping the community, as well as helping ourselves scale so we can be a bigger brand to get more money. And that's why I'm like, bro, this is huge. Like people won't catch on though until after it's huge. Then they'll be like, oh, wow, that was a smart idea building that security layer. And then here's another kicker that Jack Levin has done just to bring it all together. He got the user before the developer, and we thought he was trying to get devs in. Now we all standing here like, where the fucking devs at? And now we over here like, damn, I'm a fucking dev now. And then like now it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. Zen is for the user. I don't want to do shit, just want to press a button. Okay, cool. Zenblox is for the developer. So now we've separated who are the real users and who are the real developers. And now we can really separate what is a meme and what is utility. And then we can get away, or hopefully get further and further away from the mediocrity that every crypto has, that, that stank behind them, bro. Like you can't, unless you Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin has Taproot, but how long until there's a fucking avatar on a bitmap, right? If you say in 8 years, there's opportunity for someone to shit on that. It's just apparent. And again, Zenblox can have inscriptions. Now that Taproot came out, and that's the thing about Zenblox. Like, what happens when we get to the point where we are saying, hey, that's why in Zenblox it's a novel approach that we are doing when you own the block. I know a lot of people are spinning it, and they would say like the Coinbase concept with Bitcoin is the same as what Zenblox is doing, but Zenblox is giving you ownership to every block from the moment it pops out, versus putting it through a transaction to get the ownership. Right. So like as soon as it's born, as soon as the blockchain block is born, it gets ownership to you. In Bitcoin, you have to run it 2 times before you get ownership, or send it to someone or send it to yourself, but it'll still be under you. But then when you sell this is what I'm trying to get. When you sell the Bitcoin, your block is gone. In Zenium, when you sell your X and M, you still have your blocks. Those are yours forever. And then if somebody decides to make a blockchain on top of the blocks, like then shit gets fucking crazier. But that's a rabbit hole for another day. And that's where a lot of the curiosity is right now. But yeah, I shout out Cryptodude, bro. You just fucking brought the
Oh
beast out of me on
man, like
accident.
you got me here like the fuck, like I don't know. I don't know what else people wanted to hear to have the fucking like to be convinced, right? That we are on the right track. Like we about to make history, right? And
History, bro.
how beautiful it's going to be, like you guys, you know, become a nose for the fucking change, right? Through fucking real Sinians, right? That they believe in the fucking project of mining, Python, whatever it is that Jack started with. And now, like maybe a months from maybe this can become a real thing, right? And it's huge. You guys talking about competing with Solana and shit. What the fuck,
Well, yeah, I
right?
mean that's kind of a question I always ask when I get into a crypto project. Like, is this when people ask me like, is this top five? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like Zen is top five. Like when you put it up against the bigger heads, now can Zen be one or 3, 2, 1? Like I don't know about that. I mean, but when you enter Zen blocks, that's actually like something that's compatible to maybe start talking about that. Like what does the top three look like in 2028? Like, is it what it is today, or is it very drastically different? What is the top five in 2028? Like, and again, 2024, bro, that shit is it's 5 weeks away. Hold on, I got a calendar right here. Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you got 8 weeks. You got 8 weeks to get your 24 together because it's gonna be a nutty year, bro. And that's I think everything in these last 2 years, if you've really been in crypto, I think they've that most of this stuff has been signals for us. And if you're a node, which I believe everybody in this room is, that's why you've been feeling those signals. Because when it's happening, you'll be the node that's like got the spidey sense, and everyone else is running around. And I didn't realize this until the last bull run, and that's why maybe this year I'm like kicking back more and not trying to help as many people as I used to help. I just made a YouTube, right? But yeah, if you're feeling that, like you're helping a bunch of your family members and you're helping a bunch of your friends, like there's a reason for that, man. You're a fucking node and like you're hosting this information because when the next run comes, you're gonna be the person that's making the best moves because you've already experienced it. Like you've already experienced everything. There's nothing more you can experience but narrative. So you're trying to pick the best one. Who's got the best one? And then after that, now that I've learned from Jack, really what we're picking from is the best technology because whoever has the best tech always wins the moon race. So there is that right now in crypto. No one has the best tech. And we do have a good guy that's kind of like monitoring everything because he came from the data rush when everybody was creating businesses, but they needed to make like a website and then they need to upload an image and then that image needs to load as fast as possible because they're making money off them images. So that's his pressure thing that I'm fucking taking from him is how his character is when it comes to pressure. And he's a super calm, collected motherfucker. So I can imagine how much pressure he's already been through. Like this is probably easy work for him right now, bro. Like we're in such good hands. And again, it's all free knowledge. Like that's all it is. It really for you to build your own. Like if you want to again, whatever you're trying to decentralize, 2024 might be your year to step into the game. I mean, I'm already going to be doing it. You'll be seeing something from me under this brand of crypto, bro, intertwining both music and blockchain. And that's what I'm telling you guys, bro. Zenblocks is going to be dope. The development that's going to happen there because of the ideas that can happen there, it's going to be cool. That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm turning up.
Bro? Let's talk some more another time, bro. Don't get
Facts.
lost. Don't get lost too much. Stop by sometimes, whenever, because we need these, right? Because like this is deep, right? But at the same time, it really help us, to understand, to kind of see we all got our own thoughts, right? We all see the future for sand and everything else, right? But we're not always right. We need more clarity, yeah, like more to see clear, so other people's thoughts and reaffirm where you stand up, right? Like what you have, like it's man, we talk so much nice stuff today. Appreciate it, bro. Let's uh, subscribe to Crypto Bros channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm sure everyone here already in, because this is the kind of shit you listen to his channel every day. Like amazing stuff. It really goes deep into everything saying blogs, everything DVs and everything.
But Crypto
Except
Dude, don't you
everything.
also have a YouTube channel?
I'm trying to do something. I'm trying um to do something eventually, like do like a trading channel, live trading or something like that. But yeah, I just moved to my new
Hey man,
place, and
mix your favorite hobby with crypto, bro.
trade
I love
and
telling that to the people. I love crypto so much, bro. I can't even imagine anything that I do love not being in the blockchain. Maybe that sounds kind of berserk, but like everything is fucking blockchain. I have
yeah,
a plant in front of me right now in a pot. Low key in my brain, that shit is leisured out. Plant in pot in dirt. Like it's crazy. The blockchain crypto dude is everything. So in your YouTube, just be everything, or find a niche that's that you like, and then
yeah,
merge it with crypto. And I bet, bro, everybody who likes the niche, they also gonna like blockchain, but they didn't even know it, and now they're watching you every single day.
definitely. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely trying to find myself what I love the most, and go from there. But yeah, you're doing amazing, bro. I appreciate your channel. I appreciate everything you do, bro. But yeah, let's fucking go, right? Let's shut this motherfucker down. If anybody else have anything to say it. If not, cause Sempo's gonna is having the weekly review right in a few minutes. So
Shout
it,
out crypto dude for this room.
Yeah, that's a
Appreciate
good
it, brother.
fucking space. Really
it
good
was
space.
nice. It was a nice Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Yeah, it was just like I said, just to smoke a jave and just to say hi, and I come up to be like a lot of people, a lot of alpha drop. Thank you everyone for not sharing the knowledge and for showing up. Thank you, Crypto Bro, again, bro. I'll see you around. Let's talk again. Just whenever. I love it.
Peace, y'all.
All right, peace.
Peace out.